that's how the strategy works every single trade, right?
When you sell something, what happens? You bring money in, right?
Stay smart, stay ready, stay profitable.
All right, everybody, welcome into the Profit Panel. Thank you so much for being here, folks. It's good to see everyone. Kay, Steve, Rigos, Jimmy, how you doing? Got Bradenton Bob with us. We got Kano, Mary, good to see you. Jeff and Alex, how are you guys doing today?
Woo woo. I'm good, man. How you doing? How's everyone?
Oh, man.
Got to get to go woo woo too.
Hello, fellow market. Hello, fellow traders. And you really watch 30 Rock? There's a great meme from 30 Rock. Steve Buscemi is like a private. It's like a comedic show, you know. It's like he's like a private investigator, and he has to go into this like high school to do some retcon for Jack Donaghy. And he like dresses up like a high schooler with a skateboard, but it's like Steve Buscemi, and he's just like, "Hello, fellow."
I know what you're talking about.
Hello, fellow children.
Hello, fellow kids, and he's standing there with a skateboard. He's got like a beard, gray hair.
Yeah.
Hello, fellow children.
Yeah.
What's up, Nathan? Steven, how are you? Bodine, how are you doing today? Dan K says, let's talk trade. Hey, that's what we're here to do.
That's what we're going to try and do, man.
Yeah, it's a tough day on the market. I'll tell you what, I shut the charts down.
All right. Who's ready to trade NVIDIA? No, I'm just kidding. That trade went horrible. God, Hawkeye. I was really surprised that NVIDIA did nothing or went bad today. There were just so many calls coming in yesterday. It's insane.
You know what I noticed today?
Yeah,
is that I was looking at my scanner and I was plugging those into the free ride scanner. And every single one of them that was up 3 or 4%, every one of them had puts up buying on them.
No way.
And I was just like, why are they going opposite of what that stock is doing?
How long was the date?
It was next week.
Oh, interesting.
And even if you look today, you know, Kraft Heinz came out, right?
Yeah.
AHC. And of course, they've been selling off. They've just made a new month low, year low, whatever it may be. And yet in the free ride, there's people buying 25 calls on it.
Well, I guess they think it might rebound, right?
Yeah.
I guess it was
like everything is opposite of what that stock is doing off the chart.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this was just a weird day in general, man.
Yeah.
Very weird day.
We closed out some winners today. Can you throw up my screen there, Blake?
Sure.
We got some winners from the scanner today. We got Mosaic, actually, Jeff. Right there,
wow.
Yeah, look at them. They sold off hard. So we got a little bit of that stuff, and we got a toast winner. So we got 12.9% and a 19% winner, but definitely look, at this point, I'm just trying to see if NVIDIA pops again tomorrow so we can get out for less of a loss. But
Jason got 30% on toast.
Oh, nice, dude. Okay. I think he used the scanner. I saw that email, Jason. I just haven't had a chance to respond yet, but you actually entered a little before me. So, but yeah, you used the scanner to find that. Good stuff, man. I wonder if we got any follow-through orders on it. Okay. So someone's asking about these sound calls at $18. I know, man. I saw those actually. Look, I had it pulled up. Hawkeye has a Hawkeye. He saw those things. Up to here. So basically filling the gap. What's the expiration next week? Did they have earnings today?
No. KHC?
Or Soundhound.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
No. Yeah. What is it? KXP is Kraft Heinz. What's Kraft Heinz?
KHC.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, I don't know. Let's think about this. Let's think about this for a while. I think we have time. This would probably be an overnight play, just because it's pretty far down, and there's not a clear reversal sign unless this pops. But this, it could be. I don't know, man. It's weird that there's so many contracts open at 18. Wait a second. Is earnings next week? Is that why?
On Kraft Heinz?
Oh man, someone's doing a it's on Thursday, and the expiration for I'm talking about Soundhound. For Soundhound, Soundhound, there's like 13,000 35,000 new contracts literally just got opened 17 minutes ago at the $18 strike for November 7th. I mean, that's a pretty far out earnings bet.
That is.
I don't know. It'd be interesting. We'll keep this on the little radar here today on the charts. Kraft Heinz, what is it? KHC?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Good volume on them. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they were buying calls, and that thing's been going in the toilet for the past month.
Yeah.
KHC, the catch-up trade.
Yeah.
I got that.
Yeah.
But we got 214 people with us on right now, and that number's ticking up. So welcome in, everyone. Good to see everybody.
How much we got?
223 now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Rigetti's got a ton on there today.
Yeah. This is Lake. I took this picture when I went to Japan on my phone, but it actually looks really good. I'm surprised it looks so good. It's let's see if we can get it to focus. It's Lake Ashi in Hakone, Japan. It's Mount Fuji's there in the background. It's hard to see. It's a little blurry. But yeah, it was really beautiful there, man.
That is.
It's really, really beautiful place.
Did you go swimming?
Water was cold, man. It was in November.
Oh, yeah. Well, the heck with that.
Yeah. I was cold as hell, man. I didn't think Japan was going to be that cold, and I did not pack right. I was cold the whole time. I had to go to the Uniqlo headquarters and buy like some sweaters.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I've never been to Japan. How was that?
Freaking amazing. It's it's like one of the coolest places ever, man. Like it is awesome. Like there is like it's Japan. Like it was just like, wow, this is a completely unique place. I loved it. I want to go back.
Add that to the bucket list.
You should, man. It's good, especially once you have a kid, man. I feel like it's really good. It would be really good to go with kids because it's a lot of it's really safe, and there's a lot of anime, cartoon stuff, arcade places for the kids, and Tokyo is just massive. I've never seen a bigger city than Tokyo. It's mind-bogglingly big, and it's completely quiet. You can literally hear like a pin drop. There's no honking. People don't talk. They whisper. It's like compared to New York City, man. It's like wow, what is going on here?
Take the kids to see Godzilla, says Bodine.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so let's think about. First off, I don't know, Jeff. I've been streaming all day. I mean, what's the news here? What's happened with China? What happened with soybeans? You want to go ahead and share your screen? What's soybeans doing? I'll stop sharing here for a sec. I know that they just said China's going to buy soybeans.
Well, yeah, but we're doing that yesterday and the day before already. Where's my screen?
Somewhere over there. It's in the nether.
Share. There it is. Yeah, you can kind of see the big old horseshoe here. They last night, when the S&P dropped like a rock, so did soybeans. This is when their meeting started, basically. And I guess it didn't go very well. And then by the end of the meeting, everything shot back up again. So, but yeah, I mean, right now they're above $11, which is incredible because they hadn't been selling anything. But I think they're going to be getting a lot more sold. The one thing that I was looking at, they had a deal with Japan. I don't know if you read this, that they were actually going to be buying $8 billion in soybeans and stuff. That was the agreement that they made. they're going to be buying $8 billion dollars in soybeans and stuff like that over the next year. Well, I got to thinking that just doesn't sound right. And of course, Trump is patting himself on the back, and everybody's going, yay, yay, yay. Last year, about $12 billion. so
Yeah.
he just undercut them by 4. And I was just like, oh, the farmers aren't going to be too happy about that one.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it just didn't, the math didn't work out right. So I don't know. Maybe they'll do more than that.
Are they still talking? Are Trump and Xi still talking, or is it over?
No, it's over. They finished, I think it was, I don't know, somewhere around 8 or 9 Eastern, just because it's nighttime over there. So, but yeah, they made, I don't know what kind of deals that are official. That's the problem I have with all the deals, quote unquote, being made. I don't see anything on official paper yet. I mean, I think they've signed a couple things with Europe, but that's about the extent of it.
Yeah.
And so until they have something written on paper that both places sign and agree to, then I don't know how good this is. The big thing is with Japan, which hacked off the ranchers even more, was he made a deal to import more beef. Well, we're trying to export beef, and we can't get that done. And now he's trying to import more, and he's bringing in more from Argentina and stuff like that. Which
that was the farmers hated that stuff, man.
Oh God! And I'm just like, man, he just doesn't get it.
Yeah,
he's trying to help the U.S., not hurt it.
Yeah,
that's what he said. U.S. first.
Yeah, I was on X and everybody on conservative X is like up in arms about the importing the beef, because also they want to undo the country origin labeling act or whatever, where like basically if you see like, I don't know, on beef is like produced in the USA, that's actually probably not produced in the USA. A lot of times it's probably produced from Argentina or elsewhere, other countries. They can still, because of that congressional law, they can still say if it was like packaged in the USA that it was produced in the USA, but it's not actually domestic beef.
Yeah. This is a 30-minute chart of feeder cattle over the past week or so here. And you see these dotted lines right here. That's limit down.
Oh,
and
geez.
So they've been just hammering feeder cattle. And of course, if you look at the long range of it, it's had a huge run up. Don't get me wrong, but they have been just slamming this thing down over the past week with all the meat problems between Japan, Argentina, and all that good stuff. They've just been killing it. So, but yeah, so beef prices may come down a little bit if they keep this up.
I hope so.
Which would be a great thing for us. I mean, dang, go out and buy a steak and it'll cost you 2 kids and a leg.
I know. I go to like a local farmer, out in the country in Virginia, and get like a quarter cow. We talked about this. I get a quarter cow, have a giant meat freezer.
Yeah.
Last like 6 months. It's a good deal, man.
Oh,
and,
it is. Absolutely.
Supporting local farmers. Like I'd rather do that than buy from the big ag companies anyways.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree with that.
So I'm looking. What's on the radar? Like, what's on your radar? What do we do today? Honestly, folks, today kind of sucks.
It's not good.
This was a knife fight day. I mean, I can go ahead and pull up my chart.
The
My screen again, just to look at all the different
the things that I've been seeing that are up are kind of those big legs up, just like Lilly or all those companies that have announced earnings. There's a couple of others, like that FTAI. We saw that on there yesterday.
FT as in Tyler.
Yeah, FTAI.
Oh, they're big up. Yeah, they are. What is this? A drone company?
So, I mean, but there are those that have done a pretty good job of moving higher. I would almost like to rely on your wave to see if we need to have calls or not on some of these.
Yeah, let's go to the daily. I mean, even then though, I mean, I wouldn't I would trust the wave to give maybe inclination of where it's going, but it's even showing like, I don't know, man. It's just, look at that candlestick. So for anybody who doesn't really know candlesticks, this means stay away. This is stay away.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no clear direction. You're not bullish, you're not bearish. It could go in either direction, so you're not really getting any really good price action.
The old doji.
Yeah, is that what it is? The doji candle? I always forget. Yeah, doji.
The old gravestone doji.
Yeah. Stay away from doji candles if you see them.
And I don't know if you've been following this stock, but Newegg, N-E-G-G.
N-E-G-G. I've heard of it. Oh, wow. That's fun.
Yeah, but it put it on a daily. You'll get a better understanding of it.
Yeah, it's on daily. Yep.
There you go. So Reddit people, right, run it up, and then there's the correction, and now the question is it going to go back up? That's what I'm wondering. So, and I didn't see it on there.
Oh, you did? Okay. Interesting.
The one I did see on there was CHRW, C.H. Robinson. I don't know who that is, what that is.
Sounds like an insurance company.
I actually think they're in the medical industry.
Are they a REIT?
So, but that actually came up in the scanner. But look at that gap. See that? Zing. But their earnings came out. So, but it did come up in the scanner. And it said, "Hey, they're buying puts on this thing." So
they're buying put CHRW.
Actually, those are calls there.
I see calls.
Yeah, you see calls.
November 21st, $6. I bet this is going to be an expensive option, though. I kind of want to check out. See, I'll just check it out, but yeah, they're like $3.30.
And I don't even know what
$1.60 for 160. Actually, it's not too expensive. It's up 1,000% today, though. That's kind of for CH Robinson. Like, I don't know, trading something that's already up 1,000% is kind of tough.
Right.
What KHC? I don't think KHC gets any volume usually, does it? And now it has like a ton today. Kraft Heinz. I'm kind of curious about that one. There we go. $25 next week.
Right.
22 cents. That's crazy. How were their earnings? Like, what was the forward expectations? It looks like they mixed on this one.
Yeah. I didn't actually look. I really don't care. I just see what the direction the stock's going. I mean, they were beating Meta and Google up last night.
Yeah, they did. Poor Meta.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody said, no, Meta's one of the best companies in the world. You ought to be buying it, and gets slammed. And I was like,
Meta. Take me to the woodshed.
SoundHound's pumping. My buddy just applied. Actually, he was about to get the offer for Meta. Well, he is getting the offer for Meta, but he was like passed all the interviews and was been waiting on a recruiter to send the package. And then like last night, we did some jiu-jitsu drilling together. He came over to my house and he was like freaking out because he was like, dude, like they just had horrible earnings. Their stock was down like 10%. And he's like, I feel like I'm just gonna get my offer rescinded, but they didn't rescind it, so it's good news. He was worried though after the Meta report, trying to get a software engineer job.
Oh man, I can't blame him though.
Yeah,
it's been a rough job market recently.
Yeah, I know. Well, Amazon had 14K layoffs or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. CH Robinson is logistics. Interesting. Okay. So SoundHound is pumping here. I want to see Carvana. So, okay, actually, let's go back to KHC. The KHC $25 calls are 22 cents. We have a nice little pop here, a little double bottom. So this is our one. How many people we got in here right now?
About 248.
Awesome. Okay. Well, so folks, some of you might be new. Thursdays are like our 1 day roulette trades where we kind of just like, these are like, don't put a lot of your portfolio into any of these because like we're trying to see a big pop overnight. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But we're going for like big winners overnight. We do have this big KHC double bottom here.
Yeah.
And $25 calls actually look like they might be in play for tomorrow. This is the November 7th expiration. So even if it moves up a little bit, it should still work. It could still work out for us, and they're cheap. They're like 20 cents. I don't know, man. I kind of like that. Kind of cool. When did these come in? 158, not too long ago. Let's see what's the put call ratio on them. Microsoft spread is down, isn't it? But I think Microsoft had earnings. Real quick, just to update. Microsoft spread 1 day. It's down, but I think we're going to fill this gap. I'm not too worried about it. We're just going to hold. No, not by much. And we also have until the 21st for it to recover. So,
Right.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned at all. Let's see. Okay, KHC. KHC could be on the radar for a play tonight. Also, Carvana. I'm seeing some interesting stuff. They've had earnings. They suck. I feel like earnings always suck for Carvana. I guess the last two didn't suck. I guess the last four didn't suck. Okay, forget that I just said earnings always suck for Carvana. Let's see though. Just ignore that. I was just talking. I have no.
Oh my gosh.
It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe there's some flows happening on my other scanner. I'm trying to see some other stuff though. It could be good for just overnight trades.
I'm trying to think too, man. Probably not beyond.
Apple just came in.
Stock.
What'd you say?
So Apple just came in.
It's just so expensive, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Also, I don't know, 5,000 contracts on that. I guess it is a 5x spike over normal. Apple's just so traded oftentimes. No more than NVIDIA, though. I guess we've won on NVIDIA, barring yesterday's trade. It's on 282.50. Only $1.50, $1.98. Do we have any more news this week?
News?
Yeah, like any big events or anything?
Man, not that I'm aware of. I mean, I was looking, they had GDP coming out this morning, and then after it was supposed to come out, they wiped it off the calendar. So, and
they did.
If you look, and if you look at it, tomorrow we're supposed to have PCE come out. I guarantee you that's not coming out if GDP didn't come out.
Nope.
So
yeah, that's all the government shutdown. Probably all the data is just not coming out.
So the only other thing that you're going to have is Chicago PMI that comes out at 9:45.
Well,
So
if anything moves the markets, it's the Chicago PMI.
We got Chevron and Exxon earnings tomorrow morning. That's oil.
How do you think those are going to go, Jeff?
They ought to be good.
Yeah. Is oil higher right now?
Chevron especially. I don't know about Exxon. Exxon is weird, but Chevron for sure. I think you also got, what was the other one that was coming out? Is it Colgate? CL? Well, who's CL?
Colgate.
Yeah.
They're coming out tomorrow.
You want to get some toothpaste?
Yeah, that and Corning and all them. GWW.
I'll go buy some more toothpaste to make their stock price go higher.
That's right.
What? I tell you one that's kind of surprising. I get it, but it's kind of surprising. Hershey's earnings came out. HSY.
Oh, dude, I love trading. Honestly, we traded Hershey's a couple times.
They got hammered.
They did get hammered.
And you'd think, well, man, we got Halloween tomorrow. We got
Yeah.
Christmas coming up, but the price of cocoa is outrageous.
Yeah.
So I think that's been hurting them. And so their earnings weren't all that great for some reason, just because the price of candy is so expensive. Nobody's buying it.
That's a red Halloween candle if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tough.
It might be one of those ones that, might just go right back up again. I mean, heck, if it just filled 1 or 2 gaps, it'd be fine.
Right. I mean, it's bouncing off hard here. It really did reject that. I mean, must have been crazy price action today. Woo! Yeah, look at that, man. Let me see my other scanner. Hold on one second. I just want to drop a link for people.
What link you dropping, Alex?
I'm going to drop. Hey, everyone! If you're on the free version of the scanner, you want to get the upgrade. Go ahead and click that link. Actually, like maybe I didn't drop a link, right?
I can fix that.
Oh, you already got it pinned at the. Oh no,
I pinned it, but I don't think you can click on it here. I'll make it so it's clickable.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead and click that link. Upgrade. NVIDIA notwithstanding, we did close out 2 double-digit winners today in the Free Ride Telegram group. So if you're on the Free Ride scanner, and I see some people who are talking about, they're trading it on their own. This is why I say you should just join the Free Ride alerts, because you get if you've lost, however many trades trading on your own, well, come into our group. I send you the ones, and this NVIDIA trade notwithstanding, we lost on NVIDIA. All right, I'm transparent with that. I don't win them all, but we did close 2 other ones today, and the NVIDIA loss is our first. I'm not even calling it a loss yet. We haven't closed it, but it'll probably be a little bit of a loss. It's our first one in like 15 or 16 trades. So if you want to get like this, the Telegram alerts where I'm trading this stuff and sending out the trades to take, go ahead and just click that link. You can upgrade. Yeah, dude.
And it's in the bottom in the announcements. There's a clickable link.
Yeah. And Lyft actually. Lyft didn't go our way either.
What about coin though? That people are saying coin. That's interesting. I mean, I know coin's
just going to be really expensive.
It is. That's the problem. Isn't that a Kathy Woods stock too? Doesn't Kathy Woods? Isn't that her thing? Coin.
It's probably in ARC, I would think.
Yeah.
That's going. Would they have earnings today? No, tonight, and they're selling off that big. Well, so this could be an earnings play, and just remember with regular options, like we really have to do. To Kendra, yeah, no, I wouldn't say take all the trades on the scanner unless you want to trade 200-300 trades today, or if whatever. Some of them are repeat hits, whatever. But no, let me. Yeah, I can help if you take the alerts. I can. I give you the trades I'm taking with my own money, so it can help you figure out which ones to take. I don't know why I was typing in your name. Sorry. All right, let's MP. MP could be interesting. Coin's gonna be too expensive. I don't want to trade that. MP though, we do have a little bit of a stuff forming.
What about PayPal?
Oh yeah, someone said PayPal coming in hot.
The PayPal, somebody just slammed the PayPal 72 calls. But I looked at the chart and I'm just not seeing what they're seeing. So maybe you do.
Well, what they've done is if you look at what they did on their earnings, they shot them straight up, right? And all they've done is gone and covered that rally that they had from basically $68 up to what was it, 80 or 85 or whatever they went up to. 82.
Yeah.
And they just brought it right back to where it was.
Yeah.
And so my thought is if they're going to hold right here, I mean, if you look at those, 70 calls or even the 72 calls, they're below $1. So that'll come into the unusual flow scanner.
Let's see what is the November 7th and the November 14th. This says November 4th. Let's look at the put call ratio and see which one's better. So, wrong thing. I know. Yeah, GSAT's popping too. I wouldn't mind if you want to go long GSAT from the scanner. I wouldn't. I don't hate it. It's popping for a reason at late day. Oh, it's not from the scanner. I thought it was on the scanner. I thought I saw that today. Okay, well then I don't know. It is popping though. Look at that. I don't know what caused that. Let's go back to PayPal though. Stay focused on that.
Look at the volume today on the 72 calls on the 14th.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. And there's no skew. There's no ratio there really. On the put side, there's no puts at all.
Except down there on the 54 puts.
Oh yeah.
That's open. Yeah, that's volume too.
Yeah. That's far away.
Yeah, it is.
What's the 7th looking like? Oh, a lot more volume here on the 7th. Look at that at 76 even. That's 16. Oh no, sorry, 75.
Yeah, 75 is huge.
And it's down 50%.
And the 70s are pretty big also.
70, yeah. Those are more. Those actually are under $1 too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're 97 cents.
I wonder why so many people are trading the 75s because what's the delta on that?
10.
Oh yeah. So that would only move up 10 cents for every dollar. So delta is basically for every dollar move in the underlying. I'll show you what I'm looking at. So this is delta here on the delta column. So these calls, 75 on the November 7th. For every dollar that PayPal moves up, these calls will gain 10 cents in value. So this for $1, PayPal goes to 69.36. These will go up to 30 cents. And it actually accelerates as we get closer because of gamma. Right? Gamma,
right.
Yes, because of gamma. And so it'll change as you get closer to in the money. It increases in value faster. But as of now, it's 10. These 70 calls are 30, so it's going to go up 30 cents for us. If it moves up $1, we can get like a 30% pop. Honestly,
Right.
Let's see. And those are for the 7th too. So we would have time for it to work out for us, actually.
Yeah, we have tomorrow plus next week. How much theta are we going to get over the weekend?
Probably a good amount. I can look at an option strat. Option strats. Long call. PayPal. November 7th. What was it, the 70?
Yeah.
Quite a bit. Was it $13, 12, $13? So you probably wouldn't want to hold this over the weekend.
Yeah, I was just kind of wondering, even though if we do next week, if we held it till Monday, we might get eaten.
Yeah, so this would have to be, but this is one DTE roulette day, right? So we're going for one DTE wins.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe, yeah, so we're not even trying to hold over the weekend.
That's right.
Holding over the weekends for scrubs.
That's right.
Okay, so we have MP, KHC, PayPal as options. Is there a fourth one that could be good? Let me know. I'm going to look at my other scanner here real quick. I just want to see something. I want to see if there's any Big old orders coming in on all the exchanges.
AAL. Who's that?
Is that American Airlines?
It might be. They just had a big one come in just now.
Oh yeah, what do they got? It might be around earnings for them. Oh no, we're past earnings. Ooh, dude, a lot of bottoms forming here on the price on the chart at least. Some double bottoms. Let's just go here because those are the wicks, and that accomplishes basically the wicks and the bodies there. 1271.
Yeah,
Hey.
they're doing the 13 calls.
That's what date? 14th. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, those are cheap.
I'm sure they are.
39 cents.
There you go.
All right. So MP. What about MP? What's MP? Let's just look at the prices for that.
MP's going to be expensive.
Are they expensive now?
I mean, well, if we do tomorrow's option at the money, it's $1.65.
Yeah. And all these calls are for like November 14th. So that's going to get.
Right.
Oh,
So
dude.
you go to the 14th, we're jumping up to $5, $4 or $5.
Yeah, screw that. Dude, MP used to be cheap, man. MP iron used to be cheap, and now
Oh,
they're not.
yeah.
I guess that's because the MP's been so volatile. Probably
Yeah.
part of the reason. All right. Well, let's see.
Here comes Carvana again.
MJS, if you want that higher conviction trades on Telegram, sign up for my Telegram group. So people keep saying Riot. Is Riot doing something?
I don't know. I was looking into it.
That's Rocket.
We got Carvana and stuff coming up.
I don't see any riot flow.
Yeah, I don't see any Riot flow either.
Maybe Alex, maybe check your sweep scanner. Is it a sweep? That's the only thing I can think of.
Oh, Riot. Woo! Yeah, it is.
It's a sweep.
It's a sweep.
Hmm.
I'm not showing the scanner anymore, folks. Nate told me I can't show stuff for free as much. We're saving this for like a special class next week. So I can't put it on camera anymore. Sorry, but I am looking at it. All right.
That's a good question. Old AI asked, how come some of these call prices are going up while the stock is going down?
Good question. So everything kind of, I feel like that's a complex answer. Obviously, Greek involvement would make that happen. Option is a marketplace, so like if more buyers are still coming into an option, sellers I think they can ask for more. I think it works like, I don't know, Jeff. Do you know the answer to that? That's actually a really good question.
Mark might be right. I mean, not Mark, but LKT there might be right.
Yeah.
That might be IV increasing.
Yeah.
And IV will definitely affect that a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So outside of that, you just got the contrarians out there. I mean, you think about it, everybody loves pullbacks these days. So when they see a market, stock pull back, they're like, hey, this thing's going to bounce back up. Buy some calls.
Yeah. So yeah. Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go do some digging. I want to know that question. But I'll try and have something for you guys maybe tomorrow. So Riot. Okay. So we have. I'm going to just add these to a watch list real quick. so we can remember which ones we were looking at. If I can remember the short key. There we go. PayPal. We're not actually. I don't need to. I'm not going to do NP. It's too expensive. So let's go to Riot. Oh, they got earnings coming up. That's why.
And we were looking at American Airlines.
Yeah, American Airlines. So we're looking at. So we have 4 teed up. We'll figure out 2 of them to do a 1 DTE. For Riot has earnings. What's my sweeps? They're $22. So actually, that's not bad for Riot. It's not. That's probably well under the expected move. Let's see what this is for the 31st too, which is crazy. So that's a legit lotto play.
Yeah, that's for tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, let's do a poll. 4 tickers on my screen. Riot, PayPal, Kraft, Heinz Company, and American Airlines. We're going to try and get like a double-digit winner on 2 of these by tomorrow. Which ones do you guys want to do? And if I don't like the answers, we're not going to do it, but I'm just kidding.
This is not a democracy.
This is not a democracy. I'll just put in my vote now, KHC.
All right. We got KHC. We got AAL from Ian.
Not helping.
Michael wants AAL too. Keep on dropping, folks. Come on. Don't be shy. What's your pick?
So don't be shy.
Vladdy wants to do all of them. Oh, Vladdy, you can. We're just gonna do 2 to keep our keep it. Again, these are gambly plays, so let's not get too saucy with them. Wow, everybody wants to do KHC. Most boring stock ever. All right. I wish we could do polls in this. That would be a good functionality to add, like a Telegram poll or something.
I know that, like, because we used to be able to do it on Zoom.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna do KHC. So we'll do that. Let's see what the next one is. Like, I'm seeing some riots. Riots is earnings, folks. It's gonna be more risky. I don't even know if option strat can even model like what IV collapse will look like.
But earnings aren't until next week, right?
No, they're today.
Oh, they're tonight?
Yeah, they're tonight.
The 29th.
30th. Sorry. Yeah, tonight. Yeah, after hours.
Okay.
So if we take a 52 and it goes up to 23, we take a 22 and it goes up to 23, like there's no good, like I don't know if that would pay out for us, right? We get crushed. Would it pay out for us if it goes up enough and we're enough in the money?
Diamond hand.
Ernie over here, he says, "Roll the dice." Ernie, you a gambler, man.
Yeah, Vladdy will go boring with all the craziness. All right, well, KHC and ALL are pretty boring.
We can gamble, but we need an edge, okay?
Yeah. So these are fun. 1 DTE day, roulette. It's in the name of the day, so we're just doing the roulette wheel.
I'm with Bodine on that one.
What'd he say? Oh yeah.
Well, speaking of YouTube, who's with us on YouTube? Okay, not anybody.
No.
I was just checking. Sometimes I don't keep up with the YouTube viewers, so I apologize. If you're there, let me know.
James taking a spread. Yeah, that could work out.
Oh,
IV
that's the
would,
way.
IV would kind of work. IV crush would kind of work for a spread on Riot, wouldn't it? I guess you're doing a debit spread.
Yeah, I think a credit spread would be a little bit risky.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a hair, you know. James said PayPal.
PayPal. I mean, the chart sucks on PayPal.
I know, man. I was looking at it too. I'm like, maybe they're seeing something I'm not.
It is weird.
It's a lot. It's like a 10x spike or something crazy. I've never seen that. And maybe that's the code capping out. It can't go higher than 10x.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think maybe I need to check that. Actually, it should be able to go. Actually, I I don't know, man. I don't know if I've ever seen over 10x either. I can't remember.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I'm like, man, that sure seems like a strange number.
All right. Well, let's see. Okay, let's go. Let's get some of these. Okay, we'll start with KHC since everybody wanted to do. A lot of people want to do KHC. The KHC was for tomorrow.
Well, actually, I'm looking at the 7th. The 25 calls are 24 by 25 cents.
Yeah. So we'll do KHC, nice and cheap. Again, fun days. What's up, Bea? Fun days, roulette days. So don't risk your whole account on these, please. KHC buy to open 7 November 25, $25 call. So let's see what we get in for.
Try 24.
Oops.
You post that yet?
Yeah, I posted it.
Okay. I got 24.
Oh, now it's at 25.
Well, it was at 25 when I put it in there.
Oh, really? Okay. Let
I
me see if I can get,
just put it in at 24 and it gave it to me.
let me see
I'm
if I
up
can get.
$4. I think I should just cash out, get a W.
Bro, you're rich.
Yeah, we'll just cash out. Call today a winner.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
A win. That's what we need.
It's coming down. It's at 24.50. I really wish you could do incremental pricing when you. I hate seeing other options actually at 24 at 0.245, but you have to play 25. Who's getting filled on that one at 24? Yeah, you could do the 1 DTE if you want, administrator. It's just I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to like pin it to something, and I do see these contracts coming in on November 7th. But on the, I mean, if you look at October 31st, there's actually 16,000. There's actually 16. Actually, what? There's 16,000 contracts open today at the 25th for tomorrow expiration, which is insane. I don't know how that didn't show up.
Yeah, why didn't that show up?
I'm not sure, man. It's weird.
Okay, well, we got a bunch of people that are in KHC, so that's good.
I'm just gonna do 25. Screw it.
That's what I did.
Oh, 2%. All right, folks, we won 100% of the trades we took today.
That's right.
Okay, so next one, AAL. Let's look at that. Did people say AAL? What's the tally here?
It's heavily weighted towards KHC and surprisingly PayPal, which was not even an option on the poll. AAL has 1, 2, 3, 4 votes right now. Versus KHC had like at least 10 or 15.
Yeah, and those PayPal contracts were next week.
Some people said Riot, but
Riot
had a sweep.
Riot has it's a sweep, and also it has earnings. So it's like if we take the 52, like I don't know.
If you're looking for earnings, you might as well just play Lumen.
Oh, are you still in Lumen?
I'm still in Lumen, man. I'm breaking even right now.
You're hot. You're diamond handing it.
I'm diamond handing it.
I bought it this morning.
Oh, you did?
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Got in for a discount.
An earnings play?
Yeah. I didn't. I chunked a 2-lot at it.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Jeff's balling out.
Building that retirement account.
Well,
yeah.
It either works or it doesn't. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. I mean, that's the fun thing about these roulette plays. It's like you don't have to think about them. It's like, we don't risk that much. Or even earnings plays are the same thing. Hopefully you don't risk that much. You shouldn't risk that much. And then you just, that worked out well. That's fun. All right, if it doesn't, whatever. Move on. Okay.
So are we doing AAL or are we going to do PayPal?
Oh, so I'm trying. I keep on getting distracted. $70 call for November 7th is 89 cents. The November 14th $72 call is 83 cents. What do you want to do, AAL or PayPal?
I think I'd rather do AAL myself. That's just
Right.
me.
Is it cheaper? It's cheaper, right? There's a lot of contracts coming in on that.
Yeah, that's a whole lot cheaper. I mean, you go next week, $13 call is only 27 cents.
Yeah, I see that. But then if you look at the options chain on AAL, it's kind of even.
On what date?
I was looking 7-0.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty call heavy on the 7th
okay.
and on the 14th. It's really only the 31st where there's a little bit of and even there it's, okay, but it's pretty call oriented.
Brad says he can't get in for KHC until 0.35. That's a bad fill.
I'm not up that much. I'm at 4%. So
It's at 0.2. It's at 26 cents right now, Brad.
yeah, that's weird, dude. What are you using? What brokerage?
Put a limit order in.
Yeah. Put a limit order in. I bet you get filled at 26 cents. People keep saying Nokia too.
Yeah.
This ain't the 90s.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Let's stick to what we already did the deep dives. AAL. All right, so what do we did? Do we take the one that's on here? Do we take one of the other contracts that's cheaper, because the 13 is $28, 13 and a half. I'm looking at November 7th. I mean, do we take November 7th or November 14th first? What do you think, Jeff?
I wasn't looking at the 14th. I was looking at the 7th.
They're kind of more expensive. I kind of just like the 7th because it's cheaper.
Yeah, I like the 7th.
So I know this is not the exact contract that we're trading in the that's in the scanner, but like we have a whole week. If we're looking for overnights again, so let's just see. $13 and a half is 13 cents.
Yeah, it is.
Oh. I was actually, it's funny, you guys, I just looked at the 13 and a half call and I'm like, for the value of that, get a little bit more time. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just cheaper.
Yeah,
Market's taking a dump. Is it really?
Bob has got me cracking up.
I don't know why the market's selling off.
Oh, it is. Wow.
All right, emergency pivot to SPY just to see what the chart's doing.
Yeah, it's heading down. It's breaking the morning lows.
Dow's not.
All right, well then we definitely should take the cheaper option on AAL. So let's go ahead and take the it's going to be the November 7th, $13.50 call.
All righty.
I like it.
So go ahead and try and get filled. Maybe you can get filled for like 13. I'm going to try and get filled for 13. Oh, that was too easy. Try and get 12.
I tried 12. I'm trying 12.
Okay.
Bumping to 13.
I think you get 13.
Yeah, I got 13. Couldn't get
Nice.
12.
Yeah, it is the last trading day in October yesterday. All right, everybody got 13. All right, so those are our two lotto plays. Let's see if we can get like a double on them tomorrow. God willing, it'll work out for us.
Alex, God willing.
Yeah. Again, this is like the fun day. We're just like throwing stuff at the charts, like so.
That's right.
There's really we use the scanner, so it's like a little bit of due diligence, but really we're just trying to get some pops.
We got an edge. We got something.
Yeah, we got a little bit of an edge.
Better than going up to the roulette table and throwing it all on black or something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Ace got 14, so much hate. That's okay.
Hey, did you hit the market order, Ace?
If it works, it works. That 1 cent shouldn't matter too much. Be sure to check the Telegram tomorrow. If we're up big, I might send out. Brad, like, honestly, like, it depends on like how like crazy it is. Like, less than 5 on these 1 to DTE days, just because, again, these are roulettes. Like, we're giving it a day to work out. There, I know we have it for the expiration, but I'm really, even if it's for November 7th expiration, which is next Friday, I'm not really going to try and hold it because I don't want to hold over the weekend. These are all going to lose a tremendous value over the weekend. So we're going to cash out tomorrow, come, whether we win or lose, and no matter how much we win or lose. So this is why do a very modest investment on these.
Yeah, I do a 3 lot on Thursdays.
Yeah.
On Tuesdays, I'll usually do like a 10 lot.
Yeah, because those are more structural. We're looking for breakouts that confirm the technical, so yeah. And then also on Fridays are longer term. So actually, we do more contracts then as well, because we're looking for, again, structural trends, and we're trying to get like 200, 300% with debit spreads as well. So that makes it fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Bea, a lot is the number of contracts. So if people say like a 10 lot, they mean 10 contracts. If they say a 5 lot, they mean 5 contracts.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. No, good question though, Bea. So I'm sure other people were wondering that. Yeah, so we got Amazon and Apple tonight. We will see what happens. There's going to be some big earnings. I don't know what the recent. It's interesting that Amazon announced layoffs before earnings.
Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, like a couple days. Oh,
it's all part of the plan.
Yeah. So we'll see. So, anyways, we've been using this free ride scanner, showing you how to looking at it. We've been looking at it. So, want to tell you a little more about how it works. If you're not trading with it yet, how you can use it for free. It is actually free to use. And if you want to get your hands on it, start, finding these flows that we were finding. Speaking of that, we had a trade room this morning, and now Google has a ton of flows coming in late day. So anybody who's in Google, I never entered it because I didn't like how it was looking setting up. But actually, yeah, I'm glad we didn't. But some stuff coming in. So if you want to learn how to use the scanner, stick around here. You can watch the training and be back tomorrow, folks.
That's right. We got a training right here. I'm going to fire this bad puppy up.
Nice.
Possibly. It actually worked this time, so we don't have to get another link. So we should be good to go.
Let's do it.
We develop tools and strategies, software to the best of our ability. Nobody can guarantee the future. There's always a risk of loss when trading, and past performance is not indicative of future results. With that said, you're going to see some examples tonight. You're going to see a ton of examples. Each and every example is from live trades. We're not going to show you back-tested curve fit data here. Live trades that were shared with folks just like you. A lot of you guys here right now that were in the beta tester Telegram. Guys, get this. From July through October, the win rate, this was on nearly 100 signals. It may have been, I don't know the exact number, but we're pretty darn close. 85% win rate on live trades, 43% average winner, 26% average return over a one-day average hold time. Of course, there's bigger winners, smaller winners, there's losers too. But this is really, really good. Now, this has nothing to do with what you may have heard of before as free riding and withholding. That's a totally different thing. Today's phenomenon is totally separate, totally going to blow your mind. And free ride was the best name we could come up with to match it. Now, again, just to restate the obvious, there's going to be winners. There's going to be losers. We want to give you an edge. Never go all in on one position. Again, go to our homepage if you want more information on that. Now, my name is Graham Lindman. And tonight I want to start off with a question. What if you could throw out all your charts, click erase on all of those colorful drawings, never worry about a trend, financial statement, or technical analysis ever again? What if you could just ignore all of it and still have the opportunity to turn dirt cheap options contracts into what could be some massive paydays? Like here, 100% winner on Lulu with options that cost 68 cents to enter. How about here 134% with options that cost 73 cents, or here 156% return on Oklo, starting with $1.58 a contract. Now, I know this may sound crazy, it might even sound too good to be true, but according to my special guest, the lead options trader and coding expert for a $100+ million financial research firm, those returns aren't even that special, and they're definitely not out of the ordinary. In fact, he sees dozens of opportunities just like those every single day. Now, it's all thanks to a custom coded option scanner that detects which contracts could be primed to make a double or triple digit move. And it's not happening in a month, not happening in a week. Guys, these returns are happening in a matter of hours. Now, the way it works is quite simple. We just wait for the option details to pop up in the feed. And if we like what we see, we can click a few buttons on our brokerage to follow along, knowing that we have the chance to walk away with what could be a double or triple digit payday only hours later. For example, let's take a look at AMD here. On July 29th at 10:21 a.m., AMD started lighting up on the scanner, meaning those exact options could have the potential to pay double or triple digits in a matter of hours. So anyone who took that trade, like my special guest personally did, every trade you'll see tonight he personally took, in this case, walked away with 52% on the basic call options by 10:44 a.m. Guys, that's a double-digit return in 23 minutes. So that would have been no different than watching $1,000 turn into $1,527 before your favorite TV show ended, or $2,500 into $3,818 before the morning cup of coffee got cold. You see, while most people try to make their trading as complex as possible, my guest just waits for a trade to pop up on a scanner and then buys the exact options contracts to tag along for what could be the next double or triple digit winner. And again, usually paying out in less than 24 hours. For example, July 29th here, pinged on FFAI, 23% return in 2 market hours. No one's going to complain about that. What about here? July 30th, pinged on IONQ, 19% return by 10:04 a.m. Then again, July 30th, that same exact day, guys, double dipping here. Here we go on NVIDIA right now, 111% within 24 hours. August 4th, all over American Eagle, 24% return in 45 minutes. Or August 6th, this time on Etsy, another beautiful 120% payout overnight. Now again, keep in mind, those trades were not from a back test. They weren't some theoretical could have, would have, or should have opportunity either. In fact, each and every example shared today is from real trades that my special guest took in real time with his own money on the line. Now, these are trades that he also shared in his public Telegram channel with over 2,000 people just like you. In fact, we're just a couple away from 3,000 beta testers in there right now who have been enjoying these wins in real time. Top people like Jason, who says, I was in at 25 cents, out at $1, made $750. David H. pulled 92%. He made $1,030 on SMCI. Rich M here made $1,655 on 30 contracts. Connor, I love this one. He made $2,000 this morning. Imagine that. Imagine not even lunchtime yet, and you've already got $2,000 in profits on one of these trades, and many, many more. Like I said, we've got like 25 pages already of stories just like these. Now, with real-time results like that, in dozens of stories, probably hundreds from folks all across the globe, I'm sure my guest could package this up in the new scanner and sell it for $10,000 or more. But today, we're going to do something totally different. We are going to give it to you for free. That's right. You did not read that wrong. We are going to give it to you for free. You won't have to pay a dime, not even a credit card required. That way, by the time this class is over, you'll be able to start using it right away to access the top opportunities already selected for you, targeting the next double or even triple digit return right from your standard brokerage account. So without further ado, everyone give a warm welcome to my special guest, options expert and programming specialist, Alex Reed. Alex, it's so great to have you down here, guys. He's the CEO and head trader. I love it. I love it. Alex, great to have you here. Thanks for flying in. Show us everything.
Yeah, so what's up, everyone? I see so many names I know, so many I don't. So good to see you all. It's really great to be here. I can't wait to give you access to this all-new state-of-the-art options scanner tonight. It's one that's already helped my beta testers and me land dozens of double and triple digit returns this year alone, usually hitting our payout in a matter of hours. You see, It's all thanks to a new phenomenon that's now driving some of the biggest and most repetitive moves in certain stocks. A phenomenon I like to call a free ride. Now, these free rides are so powerful and so consistent that researchers at elite institutions like MIT, Stanford, Princeton, Vanderbilt, the Wall Street Journal, even the SEC have funded study after study after study, all trying to crack the code on how these free rides are even possible. But I bet that 99.9% of traders will never know this phenomenon even exists because it's buried deep in the options market and practically impossible to detect with the naked eye. However, thanks to many late nights and early mornings programming and testing out the code, plus paying out north of $100,000 annually for options data feeds, we've been able to build this state-of-the-art scanner that can flag these free rides in real time, telling us exactly which contracts could be primed to make a double or triple digit move in a matter of hours. For example, take a look at the free ride I took on SoundHound Inc. back in September. Now, at the time, everyone was expecting the stock to be one of the AI darlings and print money hand over fist. But after a bad earnings call, the stock cratered 25%, leaving SoundHound stuck in a tight trading range with no signs of life on the horizon. However, September 4th, that didn't really matter too much because that day, my scanner picked up a free ride on Sound. And as you'll soon see, that meant a major player on Wall Street would be forced to buy shares of this stock over the next few hours, driving the price higher and higher. So I went ahead and I took the trade without any delay, posting it in my Telegram like I always do. Sure enough, only a few hours later, the stock was up big, landing a nice double-digit payout on the free ride. And some of my beta testers did even better than that. Like one of my star students, Oscar, he said 34% profit in less than 24 hours. Coan emailed me. $560 profit. Michael, 30%. Lisa, 36%. Kay, 40%. It was the same story with my free ride on Luminar just a few days later. Now, at the time, Luminar stock was getting punched in the face. Shares had plummeted 50% in 2 months. The company was facing brutal lawsuits, and the analysts were projecting this stock to go even lower. Now, if you were evaluating the price action or reading the news on this stock, there was probably no chance anyone in their right mind would have even come close to this ticker. But on September 16th, none of that mattered to me because my scanner flagged a free ride on laser right at 10:18 a.m., meaning millions of dollars could be flooding into laser over the next few hours. So I shot this trade off to my Telegram channel, simply copying and pasting the options from the scanner to tag along for the free ride. And sure enough, out of nowhere, the stock took off like a rocket. Within a matter of hours, I was closing out with a 140% return on the trade.
Well, Alex, you're not joking when you said that thing. Look at this. That literally, that looks like a rocket. You're not even kidding. 140%. And now if you think about it, $1,000 into each of those two examples, real money trades here that were taken, $1,000 into each would have turned into $3,628. Now, I'm not going to bore anyone tonight with the painful stats on the ever rising cost of living. We all know life is getting pricey and it seems to just keep getting more expensive. And for a lot of us, we're seeing at least $1,000 or more each month in added expenses, which has really put a dent in the savings and retirement accounts for so many, setting a lot of folks way back. But just between those two trades alone, those two free rides, anyone could have banked a few extra $1,000, a nice little extra cushion to add to the slush fund, $3,628 after two trades. And again, we're not talking hypothetical examples. Those are two very real trades that you personally took with real money. And also you shared with regular people, just like you and me in real time in that channel. Pete took it, made 102%. Thanks a lot. 80 here, in at 11 cents. Talk about dirt cheap options. In at 11 cents, banked 111% profit. Stanley S said big winner today, up 136%.
Yeah, dude. I love hearing those stories from all of y'all and giving people a real shot at making some extra cash, even when the markets are less than favorable. And starting today, I'm hoping a lot more people can see results like Stanley, Pete, and 80. And I want to make it even easier for you by handing you access to the fully automated free ride scanner at zero cost today. Now, before we get too far along, let me be the first to remind everyone, no strategy is going to win 100% of the time. And if you're here right now, you're probably a pretty smart individual. I know all of y'all are smart. You know that with any investment strategy, there is risk. So never invest more than you can afford to lose because there's bound to be big winners, small winners, and losers too. With that said, I'm happy to report we're currently hitting with an 85.7% win rate so far from these quick hitting opportunities. Again, on live trades that I not only took myself, but also shared with you all in my public Telegram channel. Now, I don't say that to brag, but instead to offer you a genuine sense of hope. You see, if you've been trading for a while and stumbled around with win rates of 50 to 60%, and it feels like you just keep climbing up the stairs only to take the elevator back down, well, don't beat yourself up. Most traders are taught to look at technical indicators, fundamentals, chart patterns, maybe even try to follow the insiders, and then try to guess when Wall Street is about to buy a stock. But the thing is, none of those methods can actually tell you if Wall Street is about to buy the stock or not. Think about it. Just because the RSI is below 30 or a stock at the Bollinger Band, it does not mean Wall Street is on the hook to buy it up from there. But with what I'm about to show you today, whenever a free ride pops up on my scanner, that means a big player on Wall Street is actually forced to buy shares of that stock almost instantly, which inevitably can send the price of the stock higher and higher more often than not. For example, let's look at my trade on Lemonade Inc. back in September. Now, at the time, this probably wasn't the most exciting stock to trade. It had been stuck in a choppy sideways trend for almost a full year, and if you tossed your favorite indicator on the chart, there was no clear signal from any of them. No clear reading on the RSI, and no man's land on the Bollingers, cross and heading lower on the stochastics. Really, there was no reason anyone should have considered buying this stock in the middle of September. But of course, none of that mattered to me at all on September 18th because my scanner flagged a free ride on Lemonade right at 11:23 a.m., suggesting that a big player on Wall Street could be forced to buy shares and send this stock higher and higher over the coming hours. So anyone who simply copy and pasted that exact options trade when it hit, like we did, could have pocketed a 36% return in just 2 hours on the free ride. And then it happened again the next day, this time on Take Your Qubit. The free ride hit the scanner on September 19th at 9:43 a.m., so I quickly took the trade, knowing Wall Street could be forced to buy up this stock right away, artificially pushing the price higher and higher in a matter of hours. And when this one worked out, within about 5 minutes, I was up triple digits. 10 minutes into the trade, I was closing out with a 134% payday on the free ride.
Well, Alex, let me just pause you again really here, because between those two trades, which you personally took and also shared in real time, we're looking at enough to turn $1,000 into $2,710 in under 3 total hours in the stock market. Think about that. If you started with twice as much, we're talking about $5,000 in under 3 hours. Now, if you think of that on an hourly basis or an hourly rate, that would have been no different than getting paid about $1,000 per hour for your trading there. Alex, that's a better hourly rate than many high-end lawyers in the US. And again, it's not like I'm blowing these numbers out of proportion here either. Some of your best beta testers, some of you guys right here in this room have seen results even better. Rich sent in this note, made a quick $1,121 in 4 minutes. Rich made $1,000 in 4 minutes. David emailed in, got out early, made $2,004 in profit. And Jason, who's been loving these trades. I saw Jason was here tonight. Great to see you. He's grown his account by $5,500 since he's been taking these trades. So Alex, you have to give us more details. What's making this all possible, and why is Wall Street forced to buy these stocks?
So everyone here has to understand that when I say Wall Street, I'm not talking about just any old institution or hedge fund out there. There's a much bigger player. In fact, no options trading can really happen without them. I'm talking about the market makers. You see, typically when you're buying an option, the market makers are on the other side. They sell the options to you. Now, the key is finding the largest orders hitting the market, specifically the ones with thousands of options contracts. That's what sets up the free ride. Once we do that, we're able to place a quick trade and then simply watch as the stock could go higher and higher in a very short period of time. For example, my trade on Kohl's in October. Now, if Kohl's stock wasn't on your radar at the beginning of October, I wouldn't have blamed you. The stock had been stuck in a sideways rut for nearly 5 weeks in a row, going nowhere fast. But then on October 1st at 10:02 a.m., my scanner flagged a free ride on Kohl's. In this case, 5,440 call options were purchased on the weekly expiration for KSS, which, as you'll soon understand, meant that the market maker could be forced to buy millions of dollars in KSS stock in a matter of hours, setting up the free ride for us. So I entered right away for only 18 cents per contract. And within the hour, the stock looked like a spaceship heading into orbit. And we were able to walk away with a 33% ROI in only 61 minutes on the free ride. And many of my top followers did better too. Jason, 45%. KSS, Kay made 33%. Laura made 36%. And Margaret just made out like a bandit. And it was no different with my trade on SoFi just a few days later. Now, for most of 2025, SoFi was actually a pretty decent stock. However, heading into the month of October, things couldn't have looked worse. It was down 15% in a matter of weeks. Obviously, with that kind of price action, most traders would have stayed away from it, but not me. That's because on October 6th at 12:28 p.m., my scanner caught the free ride on SoFi. This time, it was 48,681 options contracts hitting around the same time. And as you'll see, that meant the market maker could be forced to buy as much as $131 million in SoFi stock over the coming hours. More than enough to move the price of the stock and more than enough to create our free ride. So I jumped in on the trade, taking the free ride at only 28 cents per contract. And as expected, over the next few hours, SoFi stock went skyward, paying out 106% in only 4 market hours. And I can show you dozens of more examples just like this. For example, with the free ride that hit right after. On October 9th, the scanner flagged the free ride on Wolf, 25,704 contracts hitting in the afternoon, which, as I'll show you, meant Wall Street could be forced to buy up 38.5 million worth of shares. So I took the trade right away. Sure enough, Wall Street drove this stock higher and higher, handing over a mega 176% payday.
Well, Alex, I'm not sure if you know this or not, but I actually took that trade myself with my own money when you share it with the public. I did better than you. I booked 283% on this one. I just let it go a few minutes longer past you, dude. And I was loving it. And later that day, Alex, we were hearing from dozens of folks who took that trade. Friedman said, Wolf, he made 300%. Sam P, hey, Alex, wow. 304% bagger on Wolf. All I can say is thank you. Brian S. Brian, you nailed it. 599% on this one, as did many, many others. Omar, 350%. Paul V, look at this. He said he got in for 3 cents and sold for 33 cents. That's like 1,000% for Paul. Rosalind, 250%. James, 300%. Brad F, 192%. We heard so many stories that day.
It was an incredible day, right?
Yeah.
One of our best winners so far during the beta test. Now, remember, folks, like any strategy, there's bound to be winners and losers. I'm not a magician. I don't claim to be one. So remember, never risk more than you could afford to lose, because losers do happen. Luckily, with these free rides, you don't need to tie up a whole bunch of cash. In fact, our average entry cost per trade so far is only 88 cents per contract.
Well, Alex, that's dirt cheap. No one's going to debate that. I think everyone here can afford to trade options that are 88 cents. And I have to say, I really am. I'm falling head over heels in love with your free ride scanner, as I'm sure so many are right now. And I can't wait to get my hands on it today for free. Yes, guys, for free. But before we get there, before we drop that link, Alex, you keep saying that the market makers are forced to buy these stocks, which obviously artificially pushes that price higher and higher, giving us that free ride. But why is that?
So let me walk you through it. Now, everyone, bear with me as I'm going to run through some pretty nerdy numbers. Putting the nerd hat on. You don't really need to understand it all to take advantage of these free rides, though. But I do want you to have that same light bulb moment that I did. You see, first you have to understand that with options, each individual contract is worth 100 shares of stock. So 1 contract equals 100 shares, 5 contracts, 500 shares, 1,000 contracts, 100,000 shares, 5,000 contracts, 500,000 shares, so on and so forth. Now, here's why that matters for us today. Let's say someone buys 10,000 call options at the $100 strike price on a particular stock. Well, that means the market maker, who is typically the one selling the options, is now liable for 1 million shares, meaning they could be on the hook to deliver 1 million shares at a $100 strike price on the option. That's $100 million of this stock. Obviously, that's a lot of money, more than enough to move the price. Now, here's where things get interesting. When a market maker takes on an options order that large, they're typically required to start buying a portion of those shares immediately to meet their risk requirements, meaning if they don't start purchasing a bulk of the shares right away, they could lose everything, maybe even go bankrupt. Let me show you why. Let's go back to that example where someone bought 10,000 call options at the $100 strike. Well, here's how that all shakes out for the market maker. If the stock stays below the strike price by expiration, the market maker doesn't have to do anything. They make a ton of money and are no longer liable for any of those shares. However, if the stock goes above 100 by expiration, the market maker is now immediately on the hook for all 1 million shares.
It's a lot of shares.
That's a lot of shares. And that's where things get really ugly for the market maker. In this example, let's say the stock closes at 105 bucks. The market maker now owes 1 million shares at $100 a pop, but now has to buy them at the current price of 105 per share. So in that case, they're losing $5 per share times 1 million shares, which means the market maker would instantly lose $5 million. Even worse, if the stock closes at $110, the market maker would lose $10 million. Worse yet, at $120, the market maker will lose $20 million on the shares. And this can get out of hand fast. In fact, it can get so bad that the market maker could lose everything. The most popular example of this was on GameStop back in 2020, which I'm sure you have all heard about. That's when Melvin Capital went bankrupt. So in order for market makers to protect themselves from going belly up on one bad trade, Whenever a large options order comes in, where thousands of contracts are hitting at once, the market maker will immediately begin buying a portion of the shares they are liable for at the current cheaper price to offset some of their risk. That way, if things do get out of hand and the stock goes up like crazy over the coming days, they aren't losing everything at once. Now, when I say they start buying a portion of the shares they're liable for, I'm not talking about 1 or 2 shares. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of shares at a time, sometimes even more, which is typically more than enough to artificially push the share price higher and higher over a very short period of time. And that's what gives us our free ride over the next few hours. Now, you might be thinking that's just a theoretical example, but I actually made some good money on this same scenario recently with NVIDIA. Now, on July 30th, my scanner flagged an order for 61,369 call options at the 192.50 strike price on NVIDIA, meaning if NVIDIA popped to a 192.50 or higher, market makers could lose millions of dollars. So in order to offset their risk early on, the market makers immediately started buying shares of NVIDIA by the truckload while the shares were still relatively cheap, which artificially pushed the price of the stock higher and higher over the next few hours, allowing me to pocket a triple-digit return on NVIDIA by taking the free ride, 111%. Let me show you another example. Take a look at my trade on Unity Software back in August. Now, going back into early August, things looked terrible for this stock. Over the previous 2 weeks, the share price dropped double digits. The price action was definitely what the technical term for it is hot garbage.
I love that.
However, on August 12th at 10:51 a.m., my scanner flagged 2 very large options orders on Unity that simultaneously hit the market. In this instance, it was 8,664 contracts at the $37 strike, meaning if the stock popped above that strike, market maker could instantly lose millions of dollars if they didn't start offsetting some of their risk early on. Now, to be clear, I did not care if the stock eventually ran all the way to the strike price of that large order. That's not what I'm interested in. All that mattered to me was the moment that large options position hit the market maker was then forced to immediately start buying a portion of those shares to offset their risk, which then artificially drove the price higher and higher over the next few hours, giving me that free ride, which in this case ended up paying out, almost 22% in just under 3 hours.
Well, Alex, this is really, 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 interesting stuff here. And let me make sure I get this straight. I know this is a new concept, new for me, is new for a lot of people. When you showed this to me, all of a sudden I had that light bulb moment. It was like, oh my goodness, this is like a hack. But you're saying that when these large options orders hit, so when you have an options order with 1,000 contracts, 2,000, 8,000, some of them you had 60,000 contracts, well, the market makers naturally have to hedge themselves by buying a portion of the shares that they may owe just to be safe. And that quick buying spree of that chunk of shares can in turn move that stock price higher and higher over a matter of hours, which gives options traders a very legitimate chance to target double and even triple-digit payouts all off the backs of the market makers.
Exactly right, dude.
Wow.
You're a fast learner. And that's why these returns typically happen so fast. Let me show you one more time, this one on Plug Power. On the morning of October 3rd, there really wasn't much action happening on the stock. It was drifting into the abyss, going nowhere fast. But then, right around 11 a.m., Plug lit up my scanner. Now, this time, it was 11,265 options contracts purchased at the $4 strike.
So that's over $1 million in shares equivalently.
That's a lot. Maybe if the stock popped above that price, that means the market maker could lose millions of dollars on the stock. So again, I really had no interest in waiting around to see if Plug would eventually get to that strike price because that didn't matter. All that mattered to me was that once that large options order hit the market maker had to immediately start buying shares of Plug at the current price to offset some of their risk, which of course artificially drove the price higher and higher over the next few hours and helped me bag a quick 30% return in 56 minutes on the free ride. Now again, while we have seen some great success with these free rides, not every trade worked out. We had some losers too. With that said, given our 85.7% hit rate on nearly 100 live trades so far, I have dozens more examples just like that one I can show you. For example, like the free ride I took on Iron back in September. On September 15th at 10:39 a.m., my scanner flagged a free ride on Iron. 18,308 call option contracts flooded into the market over the course of about 5 minutes.
That's a lot. That's a big order.
That's a huge one. I don't really care to know why that happened or I didn't really care about the end result of it. All that mattered to me was that the moment this large options bet hit, the market makers would then have to start buying shares right away, giving us that free ride. And to no surprise, anyone who took 30 seconds to place a basic options trade like I did and followed along could have banked a 90.5% return 81 minutes later on this one.
That's amazing.
And just like some of my top students saw, right? It's not just me. 80, 77% profit. Rich, $200 scalp. Bay at 30%. Carlos, $893. Still had a runner going on that one too. Robert, 93%. And Brad got 20% win, right? We talking about this. It's a book.
We could be here all night.
Yeah,
talking about
it's a
these
book
examples.
at this point. We have literally hit double and triple digit winners on this phenomenon almost every single day. Just like with our free ride on Bull. On October 2nd, my scanner flagged 17,796 options purchased up on Bull, meaning the market makers would instantly have to buy a boatload of shares to offset a portion of their risk. And to no surprise, my trade was up double digits in a matter of hours, 21%.
Yeah,
it was
21%. Wow, sorry, I didn't mean to skip there.
No,
Awesome.
And it was no different with Archer, right? Just 2 days later, on October 6th, the massive options bet hit at 10:06 a.m. This one, a grand total of 9,604 call options, hitting the market over a couple of minutes, forcing the market maker to take some quick action, cover themselves early on, artificially moving the share price higher, artificially creating that beautiful free ride, which worked out nicely for me for a 19.5% winner.
In 36 minutes. I love it. Alex, I'm not going to lie. And actually, someone wrote in something similar to this. This feels like kind of cheating. I mean, it really does. You're literally sitting back and simply waiting for a large options order to come through. Now, we don't know who placed the order. We don't really care. But when there's one with thousands of contracts hitting at once, then we're just tagging along as the market makers are now forced to buy that stock, artificially moving the price higher and higher over the next few hours. Again, this is that light bulb moment for me. Now it makes sense how you've been able to nail an 85.7% win rate. Guys, this is basic level 1 options, directional trading. Most people, if you're really good, you're 55, 60% win rate. You are live trades, almost 100 in the books, 85% win rate that you've been sharing real time with folks in Telegram. 3.4 profit factor on the live signals, again, on nearly 100 trades. It's not like you took 1 or 2 and we're just showing you a couple. Guys, we have so many examples here. Now, maybe even more impressive is the fact that anyone who started with a tiny $1,000, never compounded a single penny, just a small account here, you would be up $22,251 in profit in the first 90 days alone. Again, no compounding, no scaling, just flat. Guys, that's 90 days. That's 1 quarter. If you do that for a full year, you're looking at $88,000 there. Someone more confident, starting with $2,500, you would already be up $55,000 in less than 90 days. These are really, really game-changing numbers. So, Alex, with real-time results like that, and again, I was just breezing through the chat here. We've probably had 150 people post how much money they're making here in the chat tonight.
Wow. Yeah, I love seeing
They're
it.
loving it. So with real-time results like this, double and triple digit opportunities that come almost every single day, I really want to confirm with you tonight, before we do this, are you sure that you want to hand out access to the scanner today for free, absolutely for free?
Let me think about it. Yes,
Okay.
I'm 100% sure I want to do this. And in just a few minutes, I will post a link where you can test run the free ride scanner for 0 cost. Not a penny on your end, no strings attached. In fact, it's my goal over the next year to get the free ride scanner into the hands of as many people as possible. And here's why. You see, most so-called experts out there would never give away their top trading tools and scanners for free. Because of most strategies, the more people you have trading, the more likely you are to lose your advantage. However, with the free ride scanner, it's actually the exact opposite. Remember, the more contracts that hit on a ticker over a very short period of time, the more shares the market maker is forced to buy to offset a portion of their risk. So if you think about it, that means the more people I can get my free ride scanner out to, the more people we'll have piling in on the same options contracts at the same time. And when we have hundreds, even thousands of additional contracts piling in on top of the large orders that hit, now the market makers could be forced to buy even more shares at a rapid rate, which in turn should make our free rides only bigger and more lucrative. And that's why today I want to give you immediate access to the free ride scanner for free. This is the only trading software in the world specifically fine-tuned to tip us off to these free rides in real time, day in and day out, giving us the exact trade criteria on the options that could be primed to see double and even triple digit moves, all in a matter of hours. And each and every day, you can pull up the free ride scanner and let it do all the heavy lifting for you. When you click the link to access the online version of the scanner, you'll immediately see the newest free rides coming through. It'll be sorted chronologically, but the newest trades popping up at the top. And following along with these free rides could not be any easier because my scanner gives you exactly what you need to take advantage of them.
And guys, it could really, really not be any easier. This is as easy as it gets, really.
You get the ticker, you get the strike price, you get the expiration date, and more details that we'll cover in a bit. My point is, getting started should be no harder than riding a bike. All the options criteria is already spelled out for you. From there, as long as everything looks good to you, it's really point, click, trade. For example, like with the free ride I took, I'm excited about this one. Like with the free ride I took on CoreWeave, which was one of the best returns I've seen. Now, back in September, CoreWeave stock was down hard. Shares tanked 48% in 2 weeks. Insiders were selling hand over fist, and the word panic wasn't just creeping into the back of investors' minds, it was sprinting to the front. But none of that really mattered to me, because on September 9th, my scanner flagged a free ride on CoreWeave. So to keep things easy, I just followed along with the exact options listed. And anyone who took 30 seconds to place the basic options trade like I did and followed along could have come back the next morning to a monster return on the trade, north of 500% by 9:39 a.m.
That is absolutely remarkable. I wish I got to see that one. I got to hop on your bandwagon a little late after you did this one. Now, Alex, that would have been enough to book $7,534 in profit after one trade from a modest $1,500 stake. Now, guys, imagine, I really want you to picture this. Imagine what that feeling would be like. Imagine you take a few seconds to place a quick trade on your phone. You come back less than 24 hours later, in this case, it was the next morning, to an extra $7,500 sitting in the account. You might think there was a typo in the account. You're looking at it, where did this come from? But here's what's crazy. Some of you guys, some of you here in this room tonight, you don't actually have to imagine that. Some of you guys took this exact trade when Alex shared it publicly in real time. Bo here knocked it out of the park. Thanks for CoreWeave. Made 1,000% plus gracias. Alex at a 502%. Bo here made 1,000%.
They're beating me, man.
Rich, I just asked you guys. I said, imagine weekend was $7,500. Rich did even better. Gain of 576%. Over $10,000 in profit with the 10 lots. Thank you. Holy moly, Rich, you are awesome.
Yeah, and personally, making that kind of money is one thing, but helping others, I've seen so many people, it's so awesome. It's so much more fulfilling to see these stories coming in. And that's why in the next few minutes, my team is going to drop a link where you can claim free access to the scanner immediately. That way, everyone can get started targeting these types of opportunities this very week. Now, I want you to rest assured that these opportunities do not make it on my scanner at random, not by any means.
So you're not just buying any contract that
Absolutely
comes. Okay.
not. In order for an options order to qualify as a free ride and make it onto our scanner, it must meet some very rigorous criteria. Obviously, by now, if you've been paying attention, you should know we want to see a large order with a large number of contracts, usually in the thousands. Because the more contracts that are in the options order, the more shares that the market maker will need to buy immediately. But not every order with thousands of contracts will make it onto our scanner, because the scanner is specifically looking for the options orders that are normally large relative to the baseline. In other words, if a stock usually sees multiple 10,000 contract orders in a day, then a 5,000 contract order probably won't move the needle. However, if a stock is used to only seeing options orders with 200 or 25 to 50 contracts, and then a 5,000 contract order hits, that is going to catch the market maker's attention right away, meaning they'll have to act fast to offset their massive liability, which means buying shares immediately. But that's not all that matters to me. Another factor is how far out of the money the strike price is. Typically, that sweet spot is about 2 to 5% out of the money, close enough for market makers to take the position seriously and act quickly to hedge before the move gets away from them. Additionally, the trade only registers as a free ride when the options are close to expiration, typically 14 days or less. The reason is really simple. As expiration approaches, market makers are under increasing pressure to manage their exposure. The shorter the clock, the faster they need to move, which oftentimes creates sharp, fast-moving price action as they rush to clear their books before time runs out. And there's quite a bit more that goes into the code, too much to cover in this room. Now, of course, the free ride scanner was designed to do all of the hard work for us, automatically scanning every options order and verifying that it passes the filters before ever posting them for us to see on the scanner. But for those of you who want to dig a little deeper and see what's going on under the hood, well, over the coming days and weeks ahead, I will be hosting dozens of live trade rooms for the free ride scanner members, walking through the tool with you step by step, taking some of the free ride setups live with you on camera, so that way you can look over my shoulder and follow along if you want. And I'll even stay on as long as I can to answer any questions you might have about the scanner, the filtering criteria, the options we like to use, and so much more while we're in the class. And hopefully, if it all works out, we might actually be able to target the next double or triple digit winners together in those live trade rooms. For example, like back on October 7th. During the afternoon, I was live in my live trade room doing my usual teaching when my scanner flagged a free ride on Poet. Now, this one was nearly 60,000 contracts on the short dated options, which stuck out like a sore thumb. So of course, we took the trade together entering for only 65 cents per contract. Sure enough, by morning, 106% return, less than 24 hours later.
Well, Alex, this is outstanding. And I'm sure the students will love the chance to sit down with you in a group setting as you walk them through the free ride scanner and take the trades together. I know that people have been loving it already. You're going to love it even more. Now, I have seen some financial gurus around sell these sessions for $4.97 a pop to come in their live trade room, trade with them. And you said you're not going to do just one, you're not going to do two, but dozens over the coming weeks. And these will be the exact same kind of trades that you've been giving out. That's been crushing with that 85% win rate and $22,000 in the model portfolio in profit over just 90 days. Again, if you do that over a year, you're getting close to 100 grand on a 1K starting stake. Now, this alone is worth $5,000. So is this, you're giving the scanner for free? Are you going to charge for these sessions here?
No, it's not even going to cost people a penny. Now, of course, when it comes to these free ride opportunities, you're welcome to simply trade the underlying shares for a quick move. But if you want to target the types of returns I've been getting, as well as my students too, usually around double or triple digit moves in a matter of hours, well, then you have to use options. Now, I know not everyone here has used options before, and let me just assure everyone that these trades are the most basic form of options available, level 1 call options. But either way, to help you hit the ground running, I'm going to include my Getting Started with Options training pack, which will include how to take the options that the free ride scanner generates in your own brokerage, how to use the right order, get the best fills, and even set up automated exits if you'd like to set a profit target.
Well, Alex, it sure seems like you're doing everything in your power to make sure folks have exactly what they need to get rolling today. And I can't wait to hear from the members once they get their hands on the free ride scanner today. I can't wait for every single one of you tonight. We have over 1,000 people here, every single one of you to get your hands on the scanner for free. We've already heard so many good stories from the top beta testers over the last few weeks, like Jeremy E. Alex, you the man, SMR went from 80 cents to 420. He made in 24 hours made 418%. That's
Jeremy's the man.
Hi, Lee says your option scans are absolutely spot on. Thank you so much. I believe you are the best trader. And I love this one from Glenn out because I have to agree with Glenn here. He says, "Thank you for the overnight 106% win on Poet. Making money like this seems criminal." Like I said, this really seems like an absolute hack in the market.
Don't lock us up. Don't lock us up. I want to see a few hundred more stories just like those starting today. And if you take one of the spots today, I want to show you how to get there even quicker. You see, when I was putting together the final touches on the free ride scanner, I took everything you guys sent me into consideration. One thing I saw over and over again was folks asking if this can work to the downside too. And the answer is yes. It's the exact same process as usual, except instead of buying basic calls, we can use basic put options. Let me be clear. These downside free rides have the same profit potential as the upside ones. And I'm not just saying that to be coy. In fact, some of our best trades have come to the downside, like with CELH on August 5th, which paid out 36% in 4 hours, or like with Rigetti on October 7th, which paid out 47% in 29 minutes.
Wow, just look at the timing. The order hits immediately, they're pushing it down.
Exactly. And these Lulu puts that hit on September 5th, which paid out 100% in 36 minutes.
Alex, just $1,000 in that last one. Say you missed the other two. Say you only got Lulu there. That would have doubled in under an hour there. $2,500 would have turned into $5,000 before lunchtime rolled around. Alex, I'm not sure how you can make this any better. I'm seeing hundreds of people post in the chat right now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing it. Thank you. I have to say, if I personally built the scanner, if I invested this much time, this much energy into it, I would definitely be looking to have that sticker price around $5,000 per year for it. And I think at that price, it would be worth every last penny.
I totally get that. And honestly, my team wanted me to do the same thing, especially considering how much money we've already put into building the free ride scanner and the ongoing fees to keep it running. Again, over $100K annually just for the data feeds. Now, it shouldn't shock everyone that the free ride scanner was not a cheap tool to get up and running. We had to hire an outside programmer who was an expert in artificial intelligence to make it happen. Plus, we also have to pay a steep monthly cost to keep the data feed running smoothly. And that doesn't even take into account the months and months of intensive work, elbow grease I had to put in to get it to the point where it is now. Truthfully, if someone wanted to do this on their own, they easily rack up $25K in coding fees alone that comes from the trial and error testing along the way. So I don't just think $4,995 would be reasonable for the free ride scanner. I think it would be an absolute steal based on what I put into it. But my goal, again, is not to get the maximum value out of this tool. It's to help give folks a legitimate chance to target double and triple digit returns on a repeatable basis. And frankly, that makes it a win-win for me as well. Remember, the more contracts that hit on a ticker over a very short period of time, the more shares the market maker could be forced to buy to offset a portion of their risk. So if you think about it, that means the more people I can get my free ride scanner out to, the more people we'll have piling in on the same options contracts at the same time. And when we have hundreds, even thousands of additional contracts piling in on top of the large orders that hit, now the market makers could be forced to buy even more shares at a rapid rate, making our free rides only bigger and more lucrative.
You are twisting their arms, man. I love it.
Well, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you free 30-day access to the scanner. You can access the free ride scanner right now with all of the goodies that we talked about today, including all of the trade opportunities that pop up over the next month for free for the next 30 days, no hidden fees, no credit card required, no strings attached. My hope is that you instantly fall in love with it and start seeing some windfalls right away. And after you see the benefit of it, you will absolutely want to upgrade for the full year once the trial's up. Now, like I mentioned, my team wanted me to charge basically $5,000 per year for the upgrade, but I'm not going to charge even half that amount. First off, for a limited time, I'm going to slash the price 50%, taking it from $5,000 per year to only $2,495 per year. And then I'm going to offer an additional $500 credit as a special live webinar discount, making it only $19.95 per year to access the free ride scanner. And $19.95 per year will be the going rate for the scanner on an annual basis if you want to upgrade once your trial's up, which I think we can all agree is more than fair, especially considering the results that folks have seen just over the last few weeks, based on just $2.5K starting out in each, no compounding, no rolling profits, right? Already being up 55,000 in net profit with a really impressive 85.7% win rate. So with results like that after only a handful of weeks, I hope you can see just how great of a deal the $19.95 annual rate is for the free ride scanner. And once your 30-day free pass is up, you can upgrade for the full year at that price. However, if you love what you've seen and know that you will want this scanner for the full year, well, you have the opportunity to upgrade right here, right now, without paying anything near that price. You see, once my team posts a link in the chat here in the next 30 seconds and you get your free pass locked in, do not close the next page, because on that next page, there is going to be a special offer to go ahead and upgrade today to the full year of access and save $1,000 instantly. Meaning, if you upgrade today, it won't be $19.95 for the year. Instead, it will only run you $9.95 for a full year of access. And to make it even more rewarding for you, I'm also going to throw in an extra year on the house. That means when you upgrade today on that next page, you can unlock 2 full years of access to the free ride scanner for only one payment of $9.95, which I highly recommend you do. But again, that's not all. When you take action and upgrade today, as a way of saying thank you, I will also be including access to my free ride alerts Telegram channel, where you can get the cream of the crop sent to you each day with the options too. This is where I'll be posting the free rides I'm taking with my own money, just like I've been doing with an 85.7% win rate so far on the live trades. Now, important to note, these premium free ride alerts will not be included in the free trial. They are only for the folks who take action and upgrade today.
Oh, Alex, just when I think this can't possibly get any better, you do something like this. Folks, this is a deal you do not want to miss. But I have to warn you, this special upgrade deal is only available on that next page. If you say no thanks, if you click away from that page, you will be left to pay more down the road once your trial ends, right? It's $2,000 per year,
right.
And the alerts won't even be included. So guys, if you're ready to be one of the first in the world to unlock the free ride scanner for yourself, plus a chance to grab those premium alerts too with entries and exits, everything done for you, now is the time to jump on in. Here comes that link in the chat, guys. Click that link in the chat. No matter who you are, click that link and unlock your free access to the scanner today. No credit card required, nothing like that. You might as well. There is no downside to doing that. After that, I highly recommend taking that upgrade. 2 years to the scanner, 2 years to the private Telegram, $9.95. It is a blowout deal, guys. wealthpin.com/ride is where you can find this offer, guys. Click that link in the chat right now or give us a call, 904-706-3536. And I know we've got a ton of people here tonight, over 1,000, over 1,200 people here tonight. We are going to have so many chats. We are going to stick around and answer your questions, guys. But I just want to really point out here, special offer. This is free. There was no, little sneaky thing.
No.
Free 30 days. Everybody here, all 1,200 of you should get that no matter what. I also think all 1,200 of you should go ahead and upgrade. Don't pay $2,000 for the year once your trial's up. Upgrade now, $9.95 for 2 years in that private Telegram access. That's going to be just for the members only there, guys. Click that link in the chat. Again, we're going to answer all of your questions. I know we had some questions about day trading and some other things.
Yeah.
First off, if you're worried about the day trading rule, Guys, we have a solution for you that's so good. First off,
Yeah.
we'll cover it all in a bit. I don't want to get too excited about it, but you guys will be totally covered. Nothing to worry about there. Now, Alex, I have to say this offer is totally stacked. I'm obviously very, very excited about this. And each and every day, guys, you can pull up that free ride scanner and let it do the heavy lifting for you. When you click that link to access the online version, you will immediately see the newest free rides coming through the scanner. And yes, this is in the one-click portal. The scanner is sorted chronologically. Newest trades will be popping up at the top. And following along with these free rides cannot be any easier with exactly what you need to take advantage of it. You have the ticker, the strike price, the expiration date, everything you need. Basic level 1. From there, as long as everything looks good to you, it's just point, click, and trade. For example, we didn't even get a chance to show this one yet. Pinterest. I just saw this the other day. You took it. I didn't even get in, but you guys made out like bandits. October 13th, scanner flagged the free ride on Pinterest. Anyone who took this trade when Alex posted it in the Telegram could have banked a triple-digit return by the time he posted the exit. And guys, he does post entries and exits. Yeah. You're not left guessing. This was 109% in under 24 hours. This was overnight here on the move. Rich M took this one. He actually didn't just take that one. He took ERO, made 1,500. Pins made $1,000, and LAES made $250.
Rich is a boss, man.
Yeah, Rich bagged almost $3,000 in one morning here from the scanner. Mark K made some money on those trades. Thank you so much. Sandy did too. Sent in her brokerage. Massive thank you. Now, folks, remember, once that 30-day trial is up, the price is set to $19.95 per year. That's about $2,000 a year, which I think we can all agree here is an insane deal. However, there's going to be a special offer to go ahead and upgrade right now to the full year and save $1,000 instantly. Meaning if you upgrade today, it will only be $9.95 for the year, not the $2,000 that those who wait will have to pay. And to make it even easier decision for you, Alex is throwing in a second year on the house. It means when you upgrade today, you get 2 full years for one payment of $9.95. And if that's not good enough, as a way of saying thank you, he's going to include the private free ride alerts Telegram channel where you're going to get the cream of the crop sent to you. Entries and exits in real time. The trades you guys have been enjoying, the trades that have produced about 25 pages of testimonials already just from the beta test. Guys, he's been doing it with an 85% win rate. He's been crushing it. Now, as a note, guys, these premium free ride alerts, those are not included in the free trial. That's kept separate. That's special for the action takers, the folks who see a good thing and take advantage. You guys will get the Telegram. If you just do the trial, you're going to get the scanner. It's going to be sweet. You'll do some trade rooms together, but you're not going to get these premium alerts. So I definitely advise you to go ahead and upgrade. But I have to warn you, this deal is only available on that next page. If you say no thanks tonight, if you click away from the page and you wait for your trial to end, it's going to be $2,000. Great deal, but just save yourself some money tonight. So click that link in the chat. And Alex, what do you have here?
I'm layered on the surprises, but I told you there's going to be some surprises, didn't I? I was telling everyone that for weeks. Now, anyone who would like to go ahead and grab lifetime access to the scanner today, you can do that after upgrading the 2-year membership. I saw some questions coming in about this. If you go ahead and say yes to lifetime access today, guess what? I'm also going to upgrade your membership to the free ride alerts to lifetime too. No need to pay separately. Now, my team initially wanted me to sell these Telegram alerts separately, and we still may do that. And the price is likely going to be, $5K for lifetime.
For all in, yeah.
And I think that'd be worth it, right? Based on these results. And when you upgrade to lifetime today, though, you will also get the lifetime upgrade on the alerts included as well, which should save you a few $1,000 down the road.
Awesome. So you guys heard it here. So when you upgrade today, you first can get that 2-year deal, which is, again, if you do that annually, you're looking at $500 a year. Yeah. That doesn't even include the alerts. You've thrown that in for free. And then you can upgrade to lifetime to the scanner, and you're also going to throw in the alerts for free as well. Yeah. Guys, there's a reason it's called the free ride scanner, because he is just throwing everything for you guys today. I mean, we're looking at a legitimate $10,000 lifetime value here. And then that's not blowing it out of proportion. $5,000 for the scanner, $5,000 for the alerts. That's $10,000 when you do it all together. Tonight, guys, you can lock in lifetime to both of those for less than the annual price will be if you after the trial.
Yeah. I mean, look, I know people on Telegram love the free stuff. I wanted to keep on giving the freebies out. This is how I'm doing it.
This is awesome. Alex, I cannot wait to hear from the students once they get rolling today. And guys, just give us a yes in the chat if you're already. Doug says this is too cheap. Doug says it's too cheap. I guess we got to go up, Doug.
I guess we'll go to $1.
Guys, throw us a yes in the chat if you're in. I can't wait to hear from you guys. We've already heard so many stories so far, guys. Jason made 750. Stanley, 136%. Rich M, $1,600. Rich made enough in one trade there to buy the scanner for the full 2 years and still have $600 left to go. Maybe book a TPC out here for a round of golf.
Yeah.
Connor made $2,000 in the morning. Coan, $560. Pete made 102%. Bo, 1,000% on that core weave trade. Rich here, $10,000 in profit on the morning. Glenn, 106% on Poet. Making money like this seems criminal, and many, many more. We could literally be up till 3 a.m. Just reading you guys stories. We have so many
stories
going on. And today the journey continues, but it continues with you. And I really do mean you. Guys, there is no downside to clicking that link and locking in your free subscription. Every single person here should do it. What's the harm? It costs you nothing. There's no secret billing. You don't even have to put your credit card in.
It doesn't get even.
We want every single one of you to do that.
No
And
strings
then if you love what you've been seeing, which I know, I can't even read the chat. There's so many coming in right now. If you love what you're seeing and you're thinking that $2,000 a year price, that's a good deal. I would probably pay that. Don't pay that. Don't wait. Upgrade tonight, $9.95 for 2 years. Plus, you get the Telegram alerts for free. And if you want to take the next step for lifetime from there, go ahead and do it. Alex, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I know a big one is day trading. We're going to get to that in a second. So please don't tune off if that's one of your questions. But first off, do I need to be glued to the computer to take these trades? I know some of these were, a couple hours. Some of them were 24 hours. Some of them were a couple minutes. Do I have to be glued to the computer?
So I have two answers for you and for everyone else. First off, there are dozens of these opportunities normally on any given day. So don't feel like if you miss one, the day is ruined. The opportunity here is virtually unlimited. But secondarily, no, you don't need to be glued to your desk. I've set up the free ride scanner with web-based access so you can track them from your computer, your tablet, or your cell phone. In fact, just the other week, I was booking these free rides left and right, all while enjoying breakfast with a view in LA and the Beverly Hills Club. And for anyone in my Telegram, you might have taken them too. You can see the Telegram alert right there. My point is, you can trade these from anywhere in the world and anytime the stock market is open.
Alex, I love it. So guys, it's going to work from your computer. It's going to work from your laptop. It's going to work from your phone. You could be anywhere. I could be out by the pool and taking these free rides.
He's got a nice pool.
Yeah, and it's all, guys, it's in the one-click membership. So if you have one of our other memberships, you're not going to have a separate login, nothing crazy like that. It's all in there, easily packaged up, done for you. Now, here we go. Here's the big question. Alex, what about day trading? Do I need to worry about the pattern day trading rule?
Okay, so obviously many of the trades I showed you today were day trades, about 50% of them, about half. But for me, my preference is to book a winner when we're up and hitting double digits, and especially once you crack 100% or more. With that said, if you prefer to hold overnight, I actually think the bang for the buck is a bit better. In fact, most of my big trades, the ones paying 200%, 300%, 500% on CoreWeave, right? Those happened overnight. That's because the market maker's aggressive buying can go on for more than just a few minutes. Oftentimes, it's over the first 24-hour period. So even if you're trading with a smaller account, I wouldn't worry about the day trading rules. Just hold them overnight.
And Alex, that's perfect. I actually saw a lot of the stories came in saying, hey, you exited early. I don't like to day trade. I held it overnight.
Yeah.
They did 3 to 4 times the payout
They
you
do
got.
better than me, man.
Yeah, and it's amazing. I love that window there. The big option orders hit. Market makers have to make that first action there in that first 24 hours, buying up shares, artificially moving the price higher and higher. This is really, really terrific here. Now, here's the question. We saw quite a few triple-digit returns tonight.
A few.
I know some people will show those, and then you join the program, you just don't see them that often. Can I actually expect to see those fairly often here?
So, I can never guarantee future outcomes, right? There's always risk with any of the trades. But so far on the live trades, I'm averaging 1 per week.
One triple-digit winner per week is your average.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
And keep in mind also that these options are dirt cheap to enter, including 100% on Poet overnight, 65 cents per contract, 110% on SoFi overnight, 28 cents per contract, 176% on Wolf overnight, 13 cents per contract, and many, many more. Now, here's the important thing, is we don't have to see triple-digit gains on every single trade for this to really add up. With the amount of opportunities available, we're usually getting 2 to 3 really high conviction plays each day with an 85% win rate. And I'd say the numbers speak for themselves. Anyone who started out with a tiny 1K stake in each, never compounding a single penny, never scaling, never nothing of that, would already be up over 22K in profit in the first 90 days alone.
Like you said, the numbers literally speak for themselves.
Yeah. Someone more confident, so say you have a bigger account, you start with 2,500. Well, they would be up over $55,000 in less than 90 days.
And the big kicker for me here is you could have told me that they could have made that in a year, and I would have said, that's outstanding. You crushed it. Guys, the big kicker here is less than 90 days.
Yeah.
Less than 90.
Since the beginning of the summer.
Can you imagine what this might look like over the course of a year? I mean, even even if you did half as good as you've been performing so far at the live trades with
Right.
everybody, you are still around over $100,000
Yeah.
in profit on the year. Guys, this is a no-brainer here, and literally because it's free for starters, but it's a no-brainer to upgrade from there, guys. Lock it in right now. Don't wait. Don't pay $2,000 here in a month. Lock it in right now for 2 years for $9.95, plus get 2 years of the Telegram alerts included for free, guys. Click that link in the chat right now, or go to wealthpin.com/ride. I'm not sure what the phone lines are like right now. I'm sure they are absolutely slammed. So if you're on the phone right now, appreciate your patience. Thank you guys for that. But the number is 904-706-3536. If you'd like to talk to someone, they can also book you for that all-in lifetime deal as well.
And so,
Dave, do we have an update from you?
I mean, these are flying off the shelves. We've had thousands of messages in the chat, hundreds of orders so far. I don't want to cut you off on the FAQs and stuff, but they're going fast. So I just wanted to mention that. I don't have an exact number yet because we're barely keeping up with it. But I do have a whole bunch of questions for you when you're done.
Okay, and guys, please, we just want to thank you for your patience tonight.
yeah.
We when we originally talked about doing this, we didn't know how many people would take advantage of it. We didn't know how long we'd run that beta test. We had so many of you guys jumping into Alex's Telegram. We have almost 3,000 members who jumped in the Telegram, and I bet you all 3,000 are going to be signing up for this here over the next couple,
I hope so, man.
couple of days. So please, we just thank you for your patience with us right now. I know the phones are going to be off the hook. It may take a little while longer. Your email may take an extra couple minutes to get through, but we will get you taken care of.
Our team is awesome.
They are awesome. Tell us about the team.
So when you join also, you're going to get taken care of. Customer support live. If you have any questions about the membership, the strategy, the trailer information, which brokerages work best, I'm going to include a free pass with your membership to our daily customer support live trade room, where my top team members live stream in Zoom 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. each day to answer any of your questions. I want to make sure you have as much information and help as you possibly need to get the free ride scanner in action for you right away. And if for some reason, I saw some questions about this, if you take the upgrade and you don't love it, you will have 14 days to call our team, and in the rare chance we can't help you out, we'll refund you every penny of your membership cost or swap you into a program that better fits your needs. Of course, I'm going to trade it with you too. Over the coming days and weeks ahead, I will be hosting dozens of live. The schedule is stacked for these. I'm going to be hosting dozens of live trade rooms for the free ride scanner members, walking through the tool with you step by step, taking some of the free ride steps live with you on camera, trading them with my own money. So that way you can look over my shoulder and follow along if you want. And I'll even stay on. Again, this is all about you. I'll answer any questions you have about the free ride scanner, the filtering criteria, options you'd like to use, and so much more. Whatever you want to cover.
Well, Alex, I think this may be the most impressive thing I've ever seen, especially considering that offer. Guys, this is a no-brainer deal here, guys. Click that link in the chat to get started. Guys, we're going to answer all of your questions. I am so mesmerized by what's going on here. I'm going to go back and talk about it a little bit more. But first, Dave, help us get to some questions here.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I mean, some of this you covered, but we had enough people asking that I feel it's worth reiterating. So the biggest questions were how the exits are managed, like if they get them off the scanner as opposed to an alert, how do they know when to get out? Because the people that have taken your free trades are used to getting the alerts from you on when to exit. So when it's the scanner, how will they know?
Well, so I recommend everybody take the upgrade, because if you've been in my Telegram and you've seen how I do it, right? It's going to be the exact same process, just in a different Telegram chat. I'm going to be giving you the entries, the exits, all of the information for the trade. However, if you just want to do the scanner, what I have put together is a full multi-part training module about everything you need to know how to use the scanner. This includes, how to use the options chain effectively, how to get better fill prices than what most people even know how to get. I'm going to show you how to get in. When you see a mid price of 10 cents or something, I'm going to show you how to get in for 7 cents, right? So instantaneously, you're going to be in a little bit of profit padding, right? I'm going to show you how I use technical analysis, how you can use technical analysis to do to look at when you should enter, when you should exit, all the stuff I use. It's a multi-part series. Plus, not only that, but I think I have a masterclass tomorrow. I'm flying back on Tuesday. No masterclass Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and many more next week as well. So we're going to be covering any questions you have, live trading this on these classes. You're going to be able to ask me questions, see how I do it. It's all going to be laid out for you.
That's amazing. And he didn't say one masterclass. He didn't say two. He literally said dozens of these masterclass trade rooms. It's going to be a blast, dude.
For this week alone, every single day except the one I'm traveling.
Oh well, that's not an excuse. What about the one you're trying? No, I'm just
yeah.
All right, I'll do it from Starlink on the plane.
That's it. Just like open the window on the plane and like throw some tickets out. Just like drop some random trade tickets. Okay, so of course, very very popular question, which you did address already, but with the day trading thing, a lot of people are worried that because you're in and out of some of these so quickly. The one question is, how are we getting around day trading? And the other question is, how quickly do they have to get in these alerts? If they only have seconds, are they going to miss them?
Yeah, so I have gotten so like I said, we have basically a short novel of testimonials. People who have gotten in late, people who have exited after I've said so, but they're still been having some tremendous results. So look, if you don't want to day trade, again, some of my biggest winners, the 200, 300, the 500% on CoreWeave, they've all come from overnight holds, right? Personally, my trading style is I get so many of these on my scanner. I'm okay with taking a 50% winner in an hour, and I'm going to go on to the next trade. And I know I can do that multiple times per day. That's enough for me. But a lot of people, I mean, you've seen the testimonials. I'll throw out, I got 106%. And then the testimonials, right? People wrote in 300% holding it overnight. They're doing better than me. These free alerts I've been giving off, people are making more money than I am because they're holding overnight, and you can do that too. The biggest winners are going to come from those overnight holds.
And again, I'm just going to show you this, guys, one more time. This was your trade here on NVIDIA. Here, this is the example you walk through, but the trade ended up happening overnight. But I first want to show you guys what's going on here. Is we're looking. I mean, you saw tons of examples. A guy with 10,000 call options moving on an order. 20,000, 30,000, 60,000. Guys, when an order comes in for 10,000 call options, the market maker has to buy up to 1 million shares. If an order comes through at 60,000 call options, they have to buy up to 6 million shares. And that's exactly what's going on here. So you had that one on NVIDIA. I'm going to pull it up here if I can find it. Here we go on NVIDIA.
Yeah, there you go.
61,000 call options came in.
On NVIDIA.
On NVIDIA.
At NVIDIA's price.
And the market maker, they don't have to buy all 6 million at once, but they're going to have to buy a chunk. They probably have to buy a million of these to help protect themselves, because if they don't, they're losing tons of money. So in order to offset early on, guys, they're immediately buying those shares, which again, it doesn't go all the way to 192. You don't care if it goes in, you don't care if it doubles and triples on the stock price.
Not at all.
All you care about here is look at this little drift here, guys. The big buying comes in. Most people probably wouldn't even notice that.
Right.
Most people, you wouldn't even see CNBC when it say, "Oh, NVIDIA moved a bunch today," because it's subtle. It's happening here. It's just artificially pumping it higher. But look, the payouts when you're using these options, 111% here. And again, this one happened overnight, so you didn't have to worry about day trading. This was over a multi-hour period of them buying and buying. And guys, I about jumped out of my seat. First off, when he told me it was free, but then when you gave the reasoning why, I mean, it's amazing. Just walk us through this again. Why are you doing it for free? It's
right, because look, so nobody wants to give away the juice for free, because again, you're gonna lose your edge if everybody's doing it. But this free ride scanner is so unique because it's the exact opposite. Again, the more contracts that hit on a ticker over a very short period of time, the more shares the market maker is forced to buy to offset a portion of the risk. So if you think about that, the more people I get my free ride scanner to, all of you beautiful ladies and gentlemen today, the more people we're going to have piling in on the same options contracts at the same time. You got hundreds, you got thousands of extra contracts piling in on top of those large orders. The market makers, we're forcing the market.
You are literally twisting their arm.
We're twisting their arm to buy even more shares. Makes our free rides bigger and more lucrative.
So guys, we want every single one of you guys to jump in tonight, take that free deal right now, and I highly recommend every single one of you as well. Go ahead and upgrade, save yourself some money, get the 2-year deal, get the alerts. I think the Telegram alerts are super valuable, especially if you're saying, all right, I've taken some of these, I've made some money on these. I don't know if I'm ready to go fishing all by myself just yet. I kind of want a guide. I kind of want someone to charter me out to the oceans, help me know when to get in, when to get out. That is included if you upgrade today. If you don't upgrade today, that's not included. So really, guys, it's just a no-brainer here. Get the charter fishermen out here to take you to deep waters. Go catch some tuna together.
Absolutely.
All right.
And like I just want to say, I have this is why I loved giving these free trades out to my Telegram for the past couple months. I've heard from so many people. I've improved it. And if you've noticed, I'm giving you something I call tee-up orders. I look at what's coming on my scanner. I tell you, tee up NVIDIA $192 $50 call at 30 cents. And I say, go when it's time to go, which means you already have the order saved in your brokerage. All you have to do is just click send and it's done.
And I love it. Matthew T posted here in the chat. More people pile in, the bigger the wave gets, the longer the ride.
That's right, Matt.
All right. So one of the questions, or that was asked many times, is about how the alerts. If they do sign up for the alerts, is Telegram the only way to get them? How can they get? What are the different ways they can get the alerts?
So the alerts are all going to be in a private Telegram group. If you've been in my public Telegram group, it's going to be the exact same thing. I'm going to show you the flows that are coming in. I'm going to say, tee up this order and then go. It's going to be the exact same thing. I'm just not giving them out for free to my general Telegram anymore.
And it's the cream of the crop here, guys. It's definitely what you want to be in on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the scanner, of course, guys, anyone who has a scanner, you're going to see all these orders. You're going to see even more orders than what Alex would take. Alex is going to give you the best of the best. He obviously knows what he's doing here. He's got an 85% win rate on live trades. He knows how to find the very, very best free rides here. And that's what he's doing in that Telegram. He's just pinpointing the top dogs that you want to be in on.
I actually recommend that for the newer traders, it's easier to learn how the scanner works if you do take the alerts upgrade, because you're gonna.
That makes sense.
It's gonna be. It's not just again going back to the fishing analogy. You're not throwing out into the deep ocean trying to find your way and paddle back, right? I'm gonna be there with you.
Yep.
Awesome. All right. Let me let you guys catch your breath for a minute. Let me just answer some technical questions about the order process and all that. So
okay.
There's some questions here about purchasing. You can purchase online at wealthpin.com/ride. It's on the screen. It's in the chat. If you do that, that takes you to the 30-day free trial sign up. Now you can stop there and you will get the scanner for 30 days for free. No questions asked, no credit card, no commitment, nothing. If you do that, then within the 30 days, you decide, all right, you want to pay to be a member for longer than the 30 days, then you're going to pay more than if you get in today, because on the second page, after you sign up for the 30 days, you have the option then to take the 2 years. The 2-year commitment is for both. It's one price for both the scanner and the alerts for 2 years. If you do that today, you're saving a big chunk of money by doing it today. Then on the next page, the third page of the online process, is where you can then decide if you want to take the VIP option, which again is going to be greatly discounted if you do it today as part of that process. That gets you lifetime access to both the scanner and the alerts. So page 1 is 30 days. Page 2 is the 2-year for both the scanner and the alerts. Page 3 is lifetime for both the scanner and the alerts. Now, if you don't want to do it in 3 steps, you just want to go straight to lifetime, you can do that over the phone by calling the number on the screen and the number in the chat, 904-706-3536. It is the same price whether you do it online in multiple steps or whether you do it over the phone in 1 step. It's the same price either way. All right, that answers about 400 questions. Now, another 400 questions were about the Telegram. So the Telegram, as we've talked about before, Telegram is just a messaging app. It's completely free to download and install. You can install that on your computer, phone, or tablet. That's the only thing you have to install here. That's only if you're getting the alerts. If you're doing the free scanner or the scanner at all, the scanner does not need to be installed. The scanner runs in your browser. When you go into the members area, you click the link in the members area to open up the scanner, and boom, it just opens up in the next tab and you're in the scanner. You don't have to install it on your computer. You don't have to install it on your broker platform, which is why you can use any broker platform you want. It doesn't matter which broker you're using. So when we talk about installing, and there've been like a whole bunch of questions about installing, you do not need to install the scanner in any way. The only thing you would need to install is if you want to get the alerts you need to install Telegram. And you don't even truly need to install that. You can run Telegram in your browser also. You can go to telegram.com and just log into Telegram, and you actually don't need to install that either. But that would be the only thing that I would suggest you install would be Telegram, and that's for the alerts. The scanner itself does not need to be installed.
Yeah, and just real quick, I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Dave, to talk about pricing one more time, and then we have some more questions. We
Yeah.
had someone ask in the chat, and it's a totally reasonable question. He said, these returns have to be simulated, right? They have to be back tested, right? And, well, generally, like I would say, probably a lot of people would show you that, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's really smart to back test. It's really smart to look back in time. With that said, it's normally much harder to replicate those results in real time because markets change, environments change, things shift. So for me, to answer your question, no, this is not a back test. This is not the simulate. These are the real time returns. If there was a way to go in and back test it, if you imagine this over 10 years, the numbers would be insane because the phenomenon behind it all is just so shocking. The market makers, again, you probably don't really care. I'm trying to find an example here. One of the examples you said earlier on, I loved what you said. You don't care if that option order that person put in, if it ends up paying or not, it doesn't matter to you.
No.
All that matters is thousands of contracts hit, market maker has to act. That's our window of opportunity right there. And that's why the results speak for themselves and why they're so darn good.
And that's why this is not like a flash in the pan, limited time strategy, because the way that this works is the way fundamentally that the markets must be organized legally. The market makers must balance their positions, right? Because or else they run the risk of ruin. So this is, in all intents and purposes, I would say this is in an eternal way that the markets will work.
Yeah, this is really, and especially with the growth of ops trading, my goodness.
Right, it's only getting more so.
More
We're
and
gonna
more.
have like after hours options soon.
Yeah, we had a question here. The average cost per trade, I believe you said what, 88 cents?
88 cents. Yeah,
less than $1.
I'm not gonna play meta $800 per one contract. I don't do that. I'm not interested in that. Right. I like to play cheaper options that can double, triple in value.
Yeah, I love it. When is the first class going to be? Do you know when the first class is?
Tomorrow at 1:30.
All right, don't want to miss that, guys.
Yeah.
That's coming right up.
That's Eastern time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow.
EST.
Yeah. So for the people that are still asking about the exits, maybe you didn't hear the explanation. So in the alerts, if you have the alerts, Alex puts out an alert when it's time to exit. For the scanner, he will explain in the training on how to determine when to get out of the ones that you're taking on your own with the scanner. So it'll be a combination of training for the scanner and exit alerts for the alerts. We have just 1 million people that are asking for the pricing on the upgrade. So I'm just going to post it in the chat if that's cool with you, Graham.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. I don't know specifically, but I believe the team.
Yeah, I have it. I just we don't normally
perfect.
We normally don't do it.
Okay,
but,
yeah. So it was right. The team wasn't wrong, guys. Look at this. You can go all in lifetime. This is everything. This includes the 2-year upgrade, and then you go to lifetime, all in lifetime for $1,985.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy here, guys? Let me just.
That's less than the normal annual price. Yeah.
That is not what I meant to do. I got something over here.
We're hacked.
This is, if you guys wait 30 days, if you wait 30 days here, that's how much you're going to be paying. That's $10 more for 1 year of access than it would be to upgrade to lifetime unlimited access year over year over year to the scanner and the Telegram right now, guys. This is just, I can't believe you're doing it. Doug said it best here in the chat. He said, this is way too good of a deal. Doug is probably the most acting. Said the most. Yeah,
I love Doug.
Spot on of anyone tonight.
So,
really awesome.
Dr. Phil says, so is that a good deal? Yeah, I would say that's a good deal. And for a couple of people that were asking, so if you're already a Diamond member of Alex's program, where you have a Diamond membership, which gives you access to all his programs, then no, you do not need to buy this tonight. You automatically get access to this. You should already have access to it in the members area.
Like I always say, guys, it pays to have Diamond or all access, whatever the technical name is. When you can get that all in, but we don't run it a lot. But whenever we show you guys one of those deals where you can get everything and all future upgrades included, it pays to have, especially with a young buck like Alex. I mean, he and I, Nate, we're all in our 30s. We are just absolutely tearing it up right now, having a great time. But we've got a ton of stuff in the works. When you have one of those memberships, you get everything in the future.
I'm planning on being around for a while.
Yeah. We did have a question here. Does it come with legacy access if you do the lifetime? Yes. It does come with legacy. Dave, do you mind walking through with that legacy access, what everything entails with that?
Yeah. So basically, what that means is that when you get the lifetime, not only are you getting it for life, which means that you don't have to worry about the process of renewal, it means you're also getting the cheapest version of it on a per year basis. Like you'll never spend less than lifetime if you break it down over the number of years you're getting it for. It's obviously the best value. And then the legacy aspect of it means that you can, if you decide to stop trading, you can pass it to somebody else and you can transfer your membership to another person and give them the lifetime access, or leave it to somebody in your will. If you keep trading right up to your last, moment, you can leave it to somebody in your will. So the legacy aspect of the lifetime memberships makes it really, truly kind of indefinite. You really never expires. You just keep passing it on if that's what you want to do. So
we have a question here. They only want the Telegram channel, not the scanner. How much do I have to pay for just the Telegram channel? Guys, it's going to be sold separately for about $2,000 a year. So if you only want the Telegram channel, you can call in. We'll give it to you for $2,000 for a year. Or if you just want both, guys, this is the craziest bundled deal ever. You get both for 2 years for $9.95.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win for you there. If you just go ahead and take advantage tonight. Again, crazy deal. And a lot of you guys have been so kind here in the chat. And
all right, so how many alerts per week overall do you think they get out of the scanner and out of the alerts?
Man, like I said, I trade this with my own money. I love trading this. I'm on the computer from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. every day. I trade 2 to 4 of these every day. So if you're in the alerts channel, you're gonna get quite a few trades.
Yeah, I think you've been two to three, 4.
Yeah.
Again, 85% hit rate on those live trades. Just crazy stats. Again, when I first saw it, I said this has to be back tested. There's something off here. You must be doing deep in the money spreads, credit spreads, something to get that high win rate. No, guys, this is the easiest form of options trading available. Level 1 options, directional trading. Again, if you are the best, Stephen Cohen, hedge fund manager, very, very successful hedge fund manager, says, my very best traders win 55 to 60% of the time. And he is spot on. Some of the very best traders win 55 to 60% of the time. Alex is somehow doing 85% of the time. And again, at first I said, I don't know how that could even be possible. But now that you've shown us why it's happening with Wall Street forced, we get these huge orders. They're forced to buy the share. Yeah. Now it makes sense why the stock's going up. Obviously that is really, really smart what you put together here.
Well, long gone are the days where the stock translates down to the option, right? It does, but really, zero DTE, just the options volume. The other week we had the most options volume in history. It's the tail wagging the dog now. Options are driving stocks, and that's just the truth of the matter. So if you're not paying attention to the options, if you're not trading from an options first strategy, you're really leaving a lot on the table.
Yeah, especially in today's market. Now, I know we have some. Oh, sorry, David, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. So it may be just differences in terminology or whatever, but I just want to get really explicitly clear for people. So we are not trading spreads. When we say basic options, we mean you're just buying regular calls. You're not doing multiple things in one trade. You're just doing simple one thing at a time. Basic options means no spreads. You do not need level 2 or level 3 in your account. You just need basic options permissions.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're the most basic options to get approved for.
Yep. All right. I still have a whole bunch of questions we haven't hit. Will the scanner work on mobile?
Yeah. Again, it's browser based, so you can have this running on your phone, on your laptop, on your tablet, computer, wherever you trade from.
All right. So I can answer this one. Yes. If you can't make the live session tomorrow, it will be recorded. The link to it will be posted in the members area. That's true of every live training that Alex is ever going to do with the program. If you miss it, it's okay. It'll be recorded. It'll get posted either within a few hours or by the next morning, and you'll be able to watch it in the members area. So just, if you miss something, a live session, just go to the members area that day or the next day, and you'll be able to watch it.
And remember, these are all going to be, we're going to be doing live trades on camera. So when those are recorded, you're going to have hours eventually of banked education showing about how to trade this thing, how to look at the stocks, how to do, price action, all that.
Yeah. A few questions about how this differs from other programs. So this might be more for Graham if he's more familiar with it, but how this differs from Lance's new scanner, how this is different from Kane's Gamma stuff.
Lance's news flow scanner, he's looking for unusual options bets where he's guessing that someone may be putting a mysterious order in before a big news event like earnings or maybe a merger announcement, something like that. That's not what this is going on here. Not what happened here. Here is just a market edge, market phenomenon. Someone puts an order. Alex doesn't care why. He's not holding it for a week, not holding it for 2 weeks, wondering what's going to happen at some news event. He's just buying it, knowing that over the next 24 hours, there's that little spot where the market makers have to buy the shares and push it higher.
Absolutely.
So totally different there. Kane trades gamma, so he'll look for large options positions, but he will trade it going for that strike price. So he's looking to see a gamma squeeze, if you will, on market makers over a multi-day period where he'll make a big move over time. Again, Alex here, guys, it's really fascinating stuff. I have not seen anyone do anything like this before. I'm just going to show you some examples again. Here, look at this one, October 3rd, right? Big order, 11,000 contracts.
Plug especially.
What is, if you guys learned tonight, what does 11,000 contracts mean? That means that the market makers are now on the hook for 1.1 million shares. 1.1 million shares. So they don't have to buy all 1 million shares at once, but they do have a buy a portion. If they don't, they could get crushed. So again, they immediately start buying those shares, and you just get that drift over the next few hours. Look at that, guys.
Maybe it goes up at the price, maybe it doesn't. I don't care.
Right. You're just playing that 24-hour period there. 30% here. No one's going to complain. It's 56 minutes, 30% there on plug. I just love it here.
And are these related to gamma at all? They standing for?
It can create a gamma squeeze. We can get super technical. We can talk about it until 3 a.m. tonight. This is more so just piggybacking off the immediate action from the market makers. A gamma.
I only asked because there are only about like 30 people in here. So said, is this?
I would not be shocked. I mean, I'm just forward looking ahead. If some of these orders do turn into a gamma squeeze, which could be even better for you guys if you're in on it.
Right. This is like if the gamma squeeze is like an already. This is like the
early stage
pre-gamma squeeze.
Yep. The early stage, the part where again, nobody can predict the future. Alex isn't perfect. He's only won 85% of his trades.
Potter.
But this is like the early stages where it's almost certain that the market makers are buying shares.
Yeah, exactly.
After that, after the 24-hour period, if the stock goes down from there, the market makers don't have to buy any more shares.
Right.
There were a handful of people who asked, like, what makes if they do have to buy these, if they do have to buy to cover their positions, the money makers, and they pretty much have to hedge this to some degree. Then why do we ever lose? How do the losers happen?
I would just have to imagine sometimes it doesn't move the stock enough, or
sometimes it doesn't move the stock enough. Sometimes the orders aren't significant enough to overwhelm news, Trump tweets, yada yada yada, stuff like that. There's nothing that's 100%. But what you can do is stack an edge and stack the odds in your favor, and this is what that does.
Yeah, in the again, when you have these huge orders, they have to make a move. Now, here's the important part: there's no the SEC doesn't call the market makers, say it's time for you to start buying shares. The market makers, each one internally has their own policies on what their risk management is, what their risk requirements are. So some of them may be a little bit riskier. So a big options order comes in, they take that order and they don't do anything. That could maybe be one of the losers.
Yeah.
90% of them, though, are going to say, big order comes in, I have to start hedging immediately. I know what this looks like. I'm a pro. I'm a seasoned vet. And that's why the win rate's so good. But again, not all work. But you don't take every single, the scanner doesn't populate any options trade. It's looking for something specific.
Absolutely. It's looking for really, it's picking out the cream of the crop for you, right? So the majority, 90% of the work is already done by the scanner. Again, options orders usually in the thousands, because that's the more contracts we can find, the better. You see 200 come in, right? It's like you see 10,000 come in, that's a good sign. But we want these options orders, not only that, but what's the baseline volume for that options, right? So look at Apple, right? It's Apple season. You look at an option chain on Apple, you're going to see hundreds of thousands of contracts at every single strike price, right? It doesn't matter. But you see a $5,000 contract come in, it's not going to move the needle on Apple. But you see on Laser or or SoFi or
FFAI, a stock I've never heard of before.
Yeah. You see, that 25 to 50 contracts normally get traded, then a 5,000 contract order hits. That catches the market. That's what catches the market makers' attention. That's what makes them have to act fast to offset that massive liability. That's what makes them have to start buying shares immediately.
Yeah,
right?
and that is really, really cool here. And guys, again, I did not know this, but tomorrow he's going to be doing a live trade room, live masterclass. So here's an example of a recent one. He was live, and you got one in real time on Poet here.
Yeah.
We're not talking that someone didn't buy 100 contracts, not 200 contracts, 60,000 contracts of Poet. Now, curious, I know some of you guys already have traded this stock because you took this one with him. But for those of you who didn't take this trade here, have you ever heard of this stock before? Have you ever traded Poet? I never trade Poet.
I had never traded Poet before I saw it.
And then imagine 60,000 contracts. You're like, bam.
Yeah.
That's a big order. That's a small stock. It passed all of the filters. So you guys took that trade, 65 cents to enter, 106% return in less than 24 hours. This one happened overnight. So again, another example where you don't have to worry about the day trading rule here.
Yep. Again, a lot of my folks have been following me. They've held overnight. They've made off like bandits, got in
Again,
multiple times.
Averaging 1 triple-digit return per week. So again, a lot of people will show you triple digits, but they're hard. I mean, let's just be honest. They're normally hard to get. You have to maybe one a month if you're really good.
Yeah.
Alex is averaging 1 per week. He's been doing it for free up to this point in his Telegram, which again, there's now almost 3,000 members. Are just beta testers in there. And now he's going to do in that private Telegram, which you want to be in. That's included if you upgrade today. And look at the entry price of 13 cents per contract. 10 cents, 73 cents.
28 cents.
Even this one, Etsy. Oh, an expensive one here on Etsy. $1.12.
I don't know how anybody's doing $112 in one shot.
And imagine this. Imagine some of these returns. You put 2,500 in. CoreWeave, $12,000. That's like what Rich did right there, right? Even Etsy, $3,000 in profit. This is profit.
Yeah.
These are very real trades taken in real time. You did it. The beta testers did it. A lot of opportunity, a lot of meat on the bone, guys. Go ahead and no matter who you are, get the free access.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. No reason not to. There's no catch. Now, for the people that joined and are asking, so once you join, you'll have access to this on our members platform, which is called One-Click Trading. Now, if you're already a member of any of our other programs, whether it's Alex's or Graham's or anybody else in our network here, you already have access to One-Click Trading. So pretty much as soon as you buy, within a minute or two, you should be able to refresh One-Click Trading and see this program under free ride in there. Now, once you are in there in the members area for free ride, you will have access to the new dedicated Telegram channel that Alex was talking about, where the alerts will now be. They'll no longer be in the public one. They'll be in a private one for members only on the alert side. So you'll see free ride alerts and free ride scanner. If you only signed up for the 30-day free trial, then you're only going to see the scanner. But if you bought the 2-year or the lifetime of both of them, the alerts and the scanner, then you'll see both things in the members area: free ride alerts, free ride scanner. So obviously the alerts will be in one place, the scanner will be in the other, the training will be in those members areas as well, and you will not be getting the alerts through One-Click. You'll be getting only the alerts through Telegram. So make sure if you get the alerts, you go into the alerts members area and you sign up for that specific Telegram channel for free ride alerts. Otherwise, you won't get them. Training tomorrow is 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know. Do you know if the link's already in there for the members area? I didn't happen to look for that. I can check, but if not,
I'm not sure.
you'll be getting a message for sure that it is going to be starting soon. I'm sure shortly before 1:30. I'm just refreshing the members area here to see if it's in there. What I can tell you guys is we've had over 750 people take the free 30 days.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
And we've had ballpark around 300 people join some variation.
300 very smart individuals.
Yeah. 300 individuals, not 300 purchases. We have like 500 purchases because a lot of them are upgrading from the 2-year to the VIP. So the purchases are over 400, but it's about 300 unique people in there. Yes, there is the money back guarantee for 14 days is in there. So if for some reason it's just not for you, you can get that money back guarantee. And we always have that. But
we had
it's
a really
from the
good
day of
question
purchase.
here.
It's not after the 30 days. It's from the day of purchase.
Awesome. We had a really great question here. Someone said, well, what about, don't we just want to see orders that like maybe they put over $100,000 in it, or maybe they put 200,000 in it? The thing is, the dollar amount here actually doesn't matter. It's the number of contracts that's important.
It is.
So if
It
someone
is.
put $100,000 in, but it's 5 contracts really deep in the money, that's market makers don't have to do anything.
No.
They do nothing.
Yeah.
But if it's 10,000 contracts, you said that sweet spot, what, 2 to 5?
2 to 5% out of the money.
Now they're making moves.
Yeah.
Moving the stock.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great question about the premium spent. Do we care about ones that spend $100,000? Great question, but the answer is just no. Contracts. Size matters.
Size matters, and where it's size matters, and where it's placed matters.
Yeah. And there is a link in there for the master class starting now for tomorrow at 1:30. So that'll be in the members area.
Awesome. I know some people have been saying they haven't gotten the email yet, guys. Again, Dave just let us know we had over 500 people join tonight, so it may just be a little delayed. That's not very normal for us.
Yeah.
Big night.
What you can do, I'm gonna post a link to the members area in the chat for everybody. If for some reason you haven't gotten an email, you can go here, and assuming your order process, assuming you got through the order form and it took you to the next page, it said thank you, like your order actually went through, then within a couple of minutes you should be able to just go to the members area where I just posted. Just click forgot password and it'll send you an email to reset your password, and that should get you in there. But of course, you don't have to do that if you're already a member of some other program. You can just log in like you normally do and it'll show up there. You don't have to reset your password just for this particular program. All right. There were a bunch of other questions. Let me see what we didn't cover. Does this work well in a bear market as it does in a bullish market?
Yeah, I saw people asked it. Can do puts too. So you talk about it, Alex. I'll roll up those examples.
Yeah, let's look at some of these put examples. So I would have to look at the track record, but I don't care, bull, bear market. I play calls, I play puts, because look, the thing is there is always money to be made, and people are not sitting out of the market. Maybe, a lot of retail traders see a down candle and they're like, oh no, I can't buy anything today. But guess what? There's still trillions of dollars flowing around the market. There's still tons of orders. We've had, on some of the biggest red candle days, we have had trades that have played out so well, like CELH, August 5th, 36% to the downside. We won on 4 hours. Rigetti, October 7th, 47% to the downside in 29 minutes. Lulu, September 5th, 100% in 36 minutes. So no, I don't care if stocks are going up. I really don't, again, we'll rehash this. I don't care why a stock is doing what it's doing. I don't care which direction it's going. All I care is that it meets my scanner criteria and that it's a cheap option that I can get, a double, a triple digit, maybe even a quadruple digit winner if things go right, Some people have gotten quadruple digit winner. I forget who, the 1,000 or something.
Yeah. I almost on one of them I got up to 700 something. I ended up looking a little less. Yeah. I got close.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm going to answer this for David G, but also for anybody else who needs to hear it. If you're looking for that dedicated Telegram channel, you need to look for it under the free ride alerts product, not the free ride scanner product, because there are no alerts with the scanner. It's just with the alerts. So the Telegram channel is dedicated for the alerts. There is a Telegram channel related to the scanner, but it's just the generic Alex. Not that there's anything generic about you, Alex, but it's just a generic Telegram channel. It's not going to get you the alerts.
Jen, you should stay on both Telegram channels, but the free ride alerts is where those internet.
You want both. You want both, but if you paid for the alerts, you definitely want to make sure you're on the alerts. Otherwise, you're not going to get them.
Right.
All right. So the private name of the channel, it's a whole little code thing going on in there. Just go to the members area, click on the link. Is the easiest way to get in there.
Yeah.
All right. What hours of the day can the scanner be used?
It starts at 9:28, 9:25 a.m. It goes until 4 p.m. And the cool thing about it is that the way that the database works is you can it resets at 12 a.m. each day. So after the markets are closed, you can go look at the scanner, look at what orders came in, compare it to the chart, do your homework to get better at trading it if you want. You can see, these orders came in, and you can see it like clockwork. Reddit went down. These 3 orders came in, Reddit started dropping hard. I actually did that trade. I didn't post it to people because the free ride alerts were done, but I did that on Friday. So that's how it works.
Sorry, I was not paying attention. I read this from Tron in the chat. It's cool. He said, once you guys join, go look at the trade tracker. He said, you will notice the markets crashed hard a week and a half ago on Friday and really struggled, but all the trades then were profitable.
Tro, my man.
That's the power of this. That's really, really powerful.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if
Yeah.
you're a bull market, whatever.
Tron's been singing your praises in opening playbook also.
Oh, Tron's awesome, man.
All right.
Makes him my best friend.
Let's see. So one of the questions was about buying the stock instead of buying the option. Is that, I mean, and again, like you go through the training and everything, but I assume like the leverage on the stock is just not going to be the same as the option.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can do, like I said, you can do the stock if you want, but maybe the stock goes up 50 cents. The option could go up 40%, and
Yeah.
you paid 50 cents. It's not really designed for stock trading.
It's subtle. There's a reason you're not hearing about this on CNBC. If the stock was moving 10%,
Right.
they'd be making headlines. These are subtle moves happening behind this. There's a reason that none of us really heard of this before tonight, because it's subtly happening in the background.
Right. You're right.
And now you're exposing it and exploiting it. First time I've ever seen it. I love it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The options market is where it's at, ladies and gentlemen. Stock market, yeah, sure, it's fine, but like the options market is where the action is.
And guys, I know we have a couple people in the chat saying, "Oh, you haven't answered my question." I really apologize. We've had over 1,000 chats in tonight. We're doing the best we can. We had 1,200 people here. So please, 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 if we missed your question, we apologize. We will make sure to get it answered. Just post it again, because it's just going to be hard for us to go up and find it. So if you just post your question again, we'll be happy to answer it.
Yeah, absolutely. Omar, I do not know Trump. I do get dinner with his speechwriter occasionally.
Somebody asked, Robert asked how long you've been testing the scanner prior to now. I mean, we know like for a few weeks you've been giving out the alerts, but I know you've been working on it for months.
Oh, we've been giving out alerts for months. We've been trading this since late June.
Oh, it's been that long already.
Yeah.
Okay. My memory is not that good. Time seems to collapse sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so how long have you been testing it? Since about June? Well, before that even probably.
Yeah, I was testing on my own. I started sending out the trade alerts in June. You can go look at the track record. I forget when the first date was, but yeah, late June, I think.
Cool. All right.
Maggie, what's up, Maggie? Maggie's in. I love Maggie.
Let's see. I think we talked about getting in with that they're real easy to get in with small accounts. We talked about setting targets if you want to. Yeah, I think we covered most of these. So, I guess somebody asked, and maybe you cover this in the training or will, if they're using the scanner and the scanner's giving them all of these different trades and they don't have the funds to take every trade that comes in, like how will they be able to decide which ones to take?
So that's what the training modules I have, right? Go through them all. We'll go covered in all the master classes coming up. I'm going to show you how to do it. But the truth is, you're not going to get into all the trades. I have gotten, winners some days that are like 20%. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty good. And I'm like, again, I'm studying the scanner after market. I'm looking at what happened, and I see one that just ripped, and I just didn't see it, and I just didn't trade it. But that's the cool thing about having it on your own is you can find the trades that I'm not even finding. I'm not going to get all of them. You can get the ones I don't get sometimes even and do better than what I'm finding.
Yep.
And real quick, guys, I noticed that some people are noticing they're asking. I logged into one click, I don't see the Telegram or I don't see the scanner. We had to keep them separate in one click. So if you join today, they're going to see two different badges. The reason they're separate is because the alerts are going to be sold separately in the future. They're going to be up for a couple $1,000 in the future. So we had to keep it separate. If you join tonight, you get that for free. You get grandfathered in. That's why it's so important that you take tonight's upgrade. Again, I need to pull up that slide, but you had it written down here, guys. That free upgrade to the alerts channel, which again is separate product, that's not included if you only do the free trial tonight. So if you do the free trial, no shame in the game. We absolutely encourage everyone to do that. You get the scanner, you'll get some of the trade rooms, you'll get rolling with it, but you're not going to get those free ride alerts with the entry and exit. So if you by mistake closed out of that next page, if you closed out of that option to upgrade to 2 years for $9.95 and get the Telegram, please give us a call, 904-706-3536. They will be honoring that price tonight for you, so you can still lock that in. So again,
All right.
that's why there's 2 separate badges, because that's going to be sold separate for a couple $1,000. Save yourself some money tonight. You'll be patting yourself on the back here in a couple of months if you do that.
Yeah, I think so.
DJ, if you get the free scanner, you'll still be able to come to the master class because it's mostly about the scanner, I would think. So it's for the scanner people. Even if you're just getting the free 30 days, you can still come to the master class.
Yeah.
You'll you'll have access to the same resources and everything that everybody else does who bought it. You just only have it for 30 days if you don't buy a membership today.
James, there'll be a recording, so you can go and watch this. He just joined and wanted to get a copy of the recording, so you can watch it again. You definitely can do that. Again, the master class you're going to do for this week, you said?
For this week.
For this week. So James, he's going to walk you through it all through there as well. So you'll definitely be taken care of.
Yeah, we're gonna have one tomorrow at 1:30. We're gonna have one, but the other ones are gonna be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 9:30 a.m. So market opens. We're gonna be looking for some fresh, hot, free ride positions to take on.
Yeah.
I was hoping you were going to say pizzas. Fresh hot usually is followed. My world is followed by pizzas, but it's okay.
Well, if we make some money, we'll buy some pizzas.
Okay, all right, that sounds good. So a couple more questions about how quickly they need to get into the alerts after they come out. If they got the alerts, again, I don't know if you want to cover it one more time.
What was the question?
Just how much time they have to get in after the alerts come out.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna send out the alert. I tee up the orders that I'm looking at the exact, the contracts. And then I say, a rough range we're probably going to try and get into. And then I'm going to say, hey, it's time to buy laser at, and, the sooner you get in, the more simpatico your trade is going to be with me. But people have gone in, Abea, one of my top Telegram members, she has a job. She has a full-time job. And sometimes she says, hey, actually I got in a little late, Alex. I was in a meeting, but I would love to find this. I would have to go back to the tome of testimonials we have, but she's like, hey, Alex, sorry, I got in a little late, but I still made 35%. I'm like,
right.
Oh, well, good job, Bea.
There are plenty of people who get in better than you because, sometimes it dips a little before it goes up or whatever.
Yeah.
And they get better fills than you do.
So
it's not necessarily bad to be in it a little bit late, but you know what? As Alex said, there's so many opportunities coming from the scanner that if you do miss one, if one happens to take off moments after he puts out the alert or moments after you see it in the scanner, and you miss it because you're an hour back, behind or whatever, there's so many opportunities. Don't chase a trade that's already run away from you. Don't get in at a stupid price just so you can get in. Wait for the next one. This is one of those programs where it's not once a month, it's not once a week, it's not even once a day. You have multiple trades a day. There should be no FOMO in this one. So,
absolutely. There's always opportunities, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So Holly asked if having these further out expirations, even though most of the trades might happen within a day or two, having the 2 week out expirations, doesn't that hurt the trade? Doesn't that hurt the value of the trade?
The track record speaks for itself. It doesn't. No.
I think you had a note. I really loved it in here about the expiration. Do you have a sweet spot? I can't remember exactly what you said.
Yeah, 14 days is a sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
If we can find that so we can show it.
I'm down here. Let me go up a little bit more. It was really, really cool, guys. It's really important, actually. And I know some of you guys missed part of the presentation. This was one of my favorite parts, honestly. Here, let's go up here. So you like that sweet spot, 2 to 5% on the money. Close enough for them to make a move, right? But talk about the expiration.
So I like to look for expirations, 14 days or less, honestly. So I don't know who asked that, but these are not really far away expirations. Mm-hmm. 2 weeks or less is not a lot. The reason being because as expiration approaches, right? We saw those graphs about how much loss the market makers could stack if the price moves against them. Well, as expiration approaches, those risks grow, right? They're under increasing pressure to manage that exposure. Because once expiration happens, game over, right? So the shorter the clock, the faster they need to move to rebalance, which oftentimes creates that price action moving fast. They rush to clear their books before the time runs out.
So that makes a lot of sense. Because if it was a year out option,
yeah,
they have all the time in the world
Yeah.
to start buying some
they're
shares.
not worried.
If it's
Yeah.
SoFi here, 3 days till expiration,
They're
oh man, this one just came in. Thousands. I mean, let's see what this one was. 17,000 contracts came in that expired in 3
Yeah.
days. That means in 3 days they could be down millions of dollars.
Yeah.
If they don't do something, so they got to start moving quick. I love that. All the pieces really come together on this one, Alex. This is really something spectacular you've put together. The numbers speak for themselves. I'm so glad you did that beta test. I'm so glad we got to get you on the opening playbook, closing playbook,
Yeah.
giving free trades out to the folks who tune in. We had I got a little jealous there of all the stories of everyone making all the money. I'm like, man, I got to start following Alex. I was telling everyone to join your Telegram. I didn't have the time to get in. I missed out, but boy,
you get free access tonight.
I know I get free access tonight, and you guys can too. You just click that link in the chat to get started. Again, free 30-day access for everyone to the scanner, the trade rooms over the next couple of weeks. It's going to be a blast. After your 30 days is up, you can upgrade then. Hopefully you love it. Hopefully you make plenty of money to pay for that upgrade. It's $2,000 for the year for the scanner.
Yeah.
Great price. However, if you love what you've seen, if you're head over heels with this, like I am right now, don't wait the 30 days. Save yourself $1,000 right now. Upgrade tonight, $995. If you do that, you're going to get an extra year for free, and you're going to get 2 years of the Telegram alerts included as well. It's a really, really special deal, guys.
Yeah.
I know we have so many people that join. We are so thankful for you guys. Again, we are in advance. Thank you for your patience. Again, we didn't know how many people would be here tonight. We had no clue we'd have well over 1,000 people in the room. So if there's a delay in the orders, or in the email coming to you, if there is a delay on when you're calling the telephone team, we just thank you for your patience, and we will make sure that this is a rock star experience for you here over the next 2 years, and hopefully a lot of you guys actually took that lifetime too. So hopefully over the many years, here you have an absolute stellar experience.
Yep. We're gonna be doing this for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so stoked, maximum stokage to have everyone in here doing this. This is so cool to see. I knew people liked it. Just to see this how many people though is really cool.
Shannon here, I love this. Alex has been such a great and proactive communicator in the Telegram. Really excited for this. Thank you, Shannon. Very kind.
Thank you, Shannon. You've been doing great too. So shout out to Shannon, everyone. And like Graham said, our phone team, they're people. They are hard workers, but we have a lot of people calling in. So just bear with us.
John had a good question. Can too many people piling on these contracts or these options at the same time, could that negate the trade? Is that going to hurt you?
Yeah. So that's a good question. Now, let me ask you, John, how much capital are you putting into a trade? Are you putting 20 million in? Right. So I would love to have eventually enough free ride users that we actually are doing that. But right now I'm not worried about it.
And the cool thing is like the number of contracts that hit tie the market maker to the shares. And this was so cool. The more you post, the more contracts are hitting, the more the market makers are forced to buy.
Yep.
More people here buying these contracts. You're just twisting their arms. Yeah. They're buying more shares and hopefully making these free rides. Someone posted in the chat, make the waves bigger and longer for a better ride right there. So again, John, this is kind of the opposite effect of that. So hopefully it doesn't negate the trade. Hopefully more people using the scanner actually amplifies the trade.
Yeah.
Of course, keep in mind, if you miss it and Alex is already up 30, 40, 50% taking profits, don't feel like you have to jump in late. Don't get that FOMO that you need to go jump in late. There are so many opportunities here. Again, he's been doing 2, 3, 4 a day just in his Telegram. There's going to be another one. Mm-hmm. So just wait for that next pitch coming down, swing the bat, and hopefully hit a home run.
Let me hear from people who are in. Who's excited to get those first hits on the scanner at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm already taking them, and I'm still excited to get them again tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. So
yes.
Oh, I love it. I'm so excited too. I can't wait. I wish it was 9:30 a.m. right now. Just fast forward.
Right. I mean, part of me feels like, I like hearing from Alex. I kind of feel like he's talking to me every time he posts a trade rec. So like, I don't want to use the scanner. I just want to hear from Alex, but then I'm going to miss out on so many of those opportunities. So I'm going to have to do both. I'm
It's
just
the
going to have to
best.
take trades without you, Alex. I'm going to have to use your scanner and take trades without you. I'm sorry.
Jack says he wishes it was 9:30 now.
Yeah. I'm usually thinking about you, Dave, when I post
Yeah,
that.
I thought so. I could
Yeah.
tell. I could tell.
Visualizing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
I love it.
Well, guys, it is. We've been on here for 2 hours now. It's been a total blast working with you guys tonight. Again, so many people. Thank you guys all for showing up, taking time out of your busy night tonight to come and join us. And hopefully it was well worth your time. I mean, hopefully, I know I was just mesmerized by this offer, mesmerized by the fact that it's free. So hopefully it's been well worth it for you guys. And make sure to tune in tomorrow. We got all sorts of trading tomorrow. I mean, we're going to be live. You're going to have your trade room. We're going to have opening playbook actually at 10 a.m. Alex is going to be on the opening playbook again. Maybe we'll get some from trades and as well for you guys. So make sure you're here tomorrow, 10 a.m. for the opening playbook. Of course, make sure you get your memberships. You'll be at the masterclass and be rocking and rolling from there. And Mike A says, I'm hyped. Let's make these bags. I love it. I love it, Mike. Awesome.
All right,
well,
well,
on that
guys,
note, Dave, we'll turn it over
I'll
to
hang
you.
out a few more minutes because I'm sure we missed a few questions. There were only like 10,000 chats altogether.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
I'll hang out for a few minutes. I got the screen share going. So thanks so much, guys, for spending all this time with us. Awesome job. Really looking forward to everybody being able to take advantage of this new scanner that you have out, Alex. It's been great so far, so I'm sure it's only going to be better.
Awesome. And real quick on my end, I know when you took the screen share, Zoom has this new weird thing where if you screen share while I'm doing it, it turns it into a new tab. So it turned into a new tab for me. So you may need to stop screen sharing and redo it. Just like
all right.
Because I get to just see your beautiful face right now, which is better than the screen share. So
well,
maybe I should have said nothing.
I think that would sell more than the free ride scanner.
Oh, you guys. All right.
There you go. Perfect.
Jeremy, my man, Jeremy. Shout out to Jeremy. What's up, dude?
Glad
you made it.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, David.
All right. You got it. All right, folks. So if you have a question that hasn't been answered yet, or you just didn't catch it or whatever, please go ahead, hit me up with it again. I know we're asking you to maybe do it for the second or third time. Steven, the masterclass is going to be 1:30 p.m. tomorrow. That's Eastern time, 1:30 Eastern time tomorrow. There's a spot in the members area to get the link for it. Targets are given a couple of different ways. So if it's an alert, then he'll tell you exactly what to sell it for. If it's something you took on the scanner, then he's going to teach you in the training tomorrow and the other trainings on how to calculate it for yourself. Yeah, Robert. So this is much more, I don't know what UOA is, but this is much more than a scanner in that, it's meeting all this criteria that Alex has put in. And then it's also doing the work to give you the trade recommendation. And then you've got all the training with it. You can do, if you do more than just the 30 free days and you get a membership, your membership will also get the alerts with it. So there's a lot going on. Naveen, no, there will not be text alerts. This will be only in Telegram. You need to get the free Telegram app to get the alerts if you sign up for alerts. If you're doing the scanner, you don't, because that's just all based within the web-based scanner. But if you're getting the alerts, then you need to have Telegram. Robert, you said you have one click, but it's not showing up there yet. Well, I mean, if it's been more than like 15 minutes, I would ask you to give our team a call. And it looks like I have the wrong slide up here. Let me do that. There's the phone number for the team. Just give them a quick call. Make sure your order went through, and they can process it if it didn't. Repost all the links, Aquarius said. Well, there's really only one link you need. The link to the 30-day free trial. And then from there, the next page is the 2-year. And then the next page after that is the VIP. So all you really need is, whoops, I posted it to an individual. Sorry about that. Let's try again. Okay. That is the only link you really need. wealthpin.com/ride. That'll get you the 30-day free membership. Page 2 will get you the 2 years of both the scanner and the alerts. Page 3 will get you lifetime of the scanner and the alerts. Oh, unusual options activity. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, so it is scanning for that, but it's doing more than just unusual activity. It has to meet several criteria for it to qualify. And then it's doing the trade selection for you as well. Let's see. So the $9.95 offer. So there's the $9.95 for the 2 years and then an additional $9.90 to go up to VIP. I don't know how long that's going to be valid. I don't. I know it's valid today. I don't know how long it'll be valid. Is there any reason I would use both CashBot and Free Ride? Yes. So they're running on completely different algorithms, different criteria for selecting the trades, and I'm trying to remember if CashBot is straight options or if it's a spread. But these are straight option calls. I'm trying to remember if CashBot is a spread or not. I know it's Jeffries and he doesn't always do spreads. Oh, but I think it is credit spreads. I think CashBot is credit spreads. I can double check, but I think it is. I think CashBot is credit spreads. So first of all, they're designed by different people. CashBot is Jeffrey Turnmeyer. Free Ride is Alex Reed. They're running on different algorithms, so they're going to find completely different trades. They're going to select different options. And then I do believe that, I know Free Ride is just basic options. I believe CashBot, off the top of my head, is credit spreads. So you need a higher level of permissions in your account to do CashBot. So it's basically, they're both scanners, but beyond that, they're very different. They're looking for different things, providing different trades, executing the trade, like the trade design itself is different. So, I mean, no, not to say one's better than the other, but you can use them both and have, twice as many trades because they're going to be different. They're not going to overlap much at all, if anything. All right. There's nothing in the Free Ride members area, just a welcome. Will more be added later? Is that true? Because I was just in there and I didn't think that was the case. So let me double check that while we're here. So Brent, yeah, they'll definitely be able to get into it later tonight or tomorrow morning for sure. Sally, give me just a second. I'm checking on that. So you said you're in the Free Ride members area, just a welcome. Let me go see what I see. Yeah, so I'm not sure why you say why that's what's appearing for you, but I'm in there right now and I see the scanner access, the Telegram channel, cheat sheets, quick tips, masterclass and trade room link, how to read options, Free Ride scanner training. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. So if you're not seeing that, then I would suggest, well, first of all, make sure that you didn't click on like the alerts tab. Make sure that but I mean, yeah, it should be in there. I would say to make sure you call our customer service team tomorrow morning. Sally, I'll give you the number for the customer service team and give them a call in the morning and see maybe why you're not seeing what you should be seeing. Give me 1 second here. You can call them at this number. All right, let's see what else I missed here. Questions. If you want to see a replay of this presentation, you can give me your name and email address and we'll get a link out to you. I don't think there are any payment plans unless you get a Diamond membership, which is not just this program, it's everything that Alex offers. I think it's the only program that we're doing payment plans on. Omar said, you just want the Telegram channel. You don't need the scanner. Yeah, I mean, right now you're going to pay more for that than if you get this bundle. This bundle is very special pricing for the launch. You might as well get the bundle. You're going to pay more for just one right now. All right, let's see. Current members of Insider Intelligence really has no effect on this whatsoever. Yes, there are videos in one click showing how to use it, but he's doing the masterclass tomorrow, which will be an in-depth training on it as well, that you can attend live at 1:30. Yeah, Mountain Wisdom, I do think CashBot is a spread. Thank you. Yep, Stefan, thanks. All right, a whole bunch of people confirming that. Thank you. Is there a risk of assignment with this? So no, because we're not selling calls. There's no risk of assignment with this. So Zoom user was asking what the Diamond membership is that we keep talking about. So there is no place online to see a Diamond membership. So we have a couple different levels of membership, and we don't typically get into this unless somebody asks, because for people that are brand new, it's just maybe confusing. But So for example, we have this free ride program. You can get the scanner for free for 30 days. You can buy a 2-year membership of the scanner and the alerts. That's what we just call like a term membership, or a regular membership is like for a certain number of months or years. Then you can become a VIP member, which means you have it for life. You never have to renew it again or pay for it again. That's VIP. And that's going to be specific to that program. So if you get the VIP of free ride, then you have scanner and alerts for life, but it doesn't do anything for you for any of the other programs, just free ride. Then we have what's called the Diamond membership. The Diamond membership is also sometimes called the All Access. That means that you get every program from that trader. So in this case, you'd get every one of Alex Reed's programs if you're a Diamond Club member of Alex's, which means you get every program he currently offers and every future program he offers. So for example, the people that own a Diamond Club membership prior to today did not have to pay to get free ride. They just automatically got it because they bought a Diamond membership, and it gets them everything from Alex forever. So so the Diamond membership gets you the full swath of programs from that trader that they currently offer and that are offered in the future. And then the like ultimate version of membership is what we call the Emerald Club, which is Diamond membership for all 13 or 14 of our traders that we have. So that's obviously, a huge membership that includes over like 100 products, 100 programs. So that's the Emerald. That's the VI every trader in our network. And then there are 13 or 14 traders. But the Diamond Club is everything that Alex offers. So if you already own 1 or 2 programs of Alex's, it might pay for you to call the number on the screen and ask about the Diamond membership instead of just getting free ride, because it may just be time for you to just get everything he owns, because you wind up getting it at a big discount, and you wind up getting everything else he does in the future at no additional cost. So, if you don't own anything yet from Alex, it would be kind of a harsh suggestion that you go all in to immediately go to Diamond Club. Start with one program, make sure that you're happy with it, that that Alex speaks to you in a way that makes sense to you, and that his trading style makes sense to you and everything, which, like, I can't imagine there are too many people where it wouldn't. But start with one program, and then when it's time to get your second or third program, then maybe you think about the Diamond Club. But I mean, you certainly can go from nothing to Diamond overnight if that's what you want to do. No one's going to stop you to do that, but it's kind of a big ask, so we don't normally bring it up. Will there be another promo or replay? Yes, you can give me your name and email in the chat, and I will send you, or our team will send you, a link to see the replay. James C., I don't know why you're having trouble with the chat. I will get you on our email list to see a replay of this. But the number to call is on the screen, and I'll read it out again: 904-706-3536. So if you're having trouble, with the chat and all that, or with the web in general, you can just call that number and do it over the phone. Link, yeah, there's a 14-day money-back guarantee from the date you purchase. So if you do upgrade today, it'll be 14 days from today. If you wait and buy it later at a higher price, it'll be 14 days from that date. Bern, I'm not quite sure what you mean by there's no free ride scanner on Telegram. So the scanner is never a thing that can be on Telegram. It's a program you have to open in your browser, so the scanner itself couldn't possibly run on Telegram. The scanner is something you go into the members area, and then you click on it and you open it in your browser. The alerts are something that could be on Telegram and are. It was previously in his general Telegram channel, but now, since you have to purchase the alerts now, it will be in a dedicated free ride alerts Telegram channel. The way to join that channel is in our members area on one click. All right. Janet, you said what's 10 a.m. tomorrow and where? Nothing's 10 a.m. Eastern time, other than like our free opening playbook program that has nothing to do with Alex, but it's something Graham does at 10 a.m. There's an opening playbook, a free opening playbook session with Graham on it tomorrow. But Alex, as far as I know, isn't doing anything that starts at 10, unless that's your time, and it's really another time, Eastern time. But the 1:30 p.m. Eastern is when the live master class is going to be for anybody who joined the free ride scanner. There'll be a 1:30 p.m. master class. The link for that is in the members area under the scanner. And you do not get text alerts for the alerts, they're only in Telegram, but you'll probably get a text about the live training that's starting tomorrow. Let's see. So Sally, maybe the only thing that I can think of that actually somebody else just suggested might be the reason you're not seeing anything. Did you click on the little tile on the top that said free ride scanner? If you click that at the top, then you should see the contents. If you didn't actually click anything, then you wouldn't see anything. Let's see. Do you access Telegram through the members area first? So you go to the members area, the link to the Telegram channels are there. The scanner one has the link to the general channel. And if you bought in for the alerts, then there's a link under the free ride alerts for the dedicated alerts channel. All right, people sending in their emails for replays. I will gather them. I'm not going to be able to answer you all individually, but I'll grab them at the end. Let's see. Yeah, with all the people joining at the same time, it looks like it was just taking our system a little bit delayed to get everybody's welcome emails out and stuff like that. If you don't have your membership by tomorrow morning, contact the phone number. Actually, I'll put our customer service number in here because if obviously you can't get into the members area, you won't have it. I'm going to put the phone number for customer service in the chat. Please write it down so you have it after we close up the webinar. If you joined and you don't have access by morning, please call this number. How long will the master class last tomorrow, Bruce? I would guess an hour, but I don't know that he set like a strict time limit on it. My customer service isn't really 10 to 1. There's something called Customer Service Live, which is a live webinar they do that's 10 to 1. So Customer Service Live is something you get with any membership. It's a live Zoom call that you can join from 10 to 1 Eastern, Monday through Friday, and see answers to everybody's questions being demonstrated on the screen, and you can ask your own questions and get them answered there. But those our support's not limited to 3 hours a day. It's 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 Eastern, 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. So it's 8 or 9 hours a day, 6 days a week for phone support and for email support. The thing that's only 10 to 1 is the customer service live Zoom sessions. SmileMaker, no, you do not need level 2. These are basic options you can do with level 1, the options you get with pretty much every brokerage account. Yeah, if you want to replay, just send me your name and email in the chat and we'll get it out to you. Omar, you're asking tough questions, buddy. I'll see if I can figure out an answer for that. Let's see. Zoom user, how do you see everything Alex owns? Go to wealthpin.com and you should be able to see it there. Or everything that, I assume you don't mean he owns, everything that he offers, right? Is what you're asking for the Diamond membership. How do you see everything Alex offers? If you just go to wealthpin.com, you'll see it, but then like don't buy it there. Call and ask about the Diamond membership to get everything. But yeah, Sally Joe also suggested like you might just need to refresh your screen, your browser screen after you're in one-click trading if you're still not seeing what you need to see. Bodine says Diamond is the groupie discount, like following Alex across the country to all of his concerts. Yeah, it is. And like, it's like buying permanent box seats, right? Because you get everything he does in the future also. Yep, Bruce S. If you haven't sent it to me already, and you might have yes, I need your email to send you the recording. We don't know your emails just because you're in the room. So yeah. Yep. All right, I think I've answered them all. Let me see what's at the very, very bottom now that I've been scrolling. Jose, no, I'm not going to send you a copy of the free ride trade tracker to your email. If you purchase a membership, you'll have access to it in the members area. If you didn't, then you don't. David B, you're asking about the $1 membership for the one-click app. That is unrelated to all of this, but I'll send you the link in a second. Sally, you refreshed a bunch of times and got it. Awesome. I'm just glad you got it. All right. Let's see. So James, I'm not really sure like what the problem is you're having with the chat. There's one column of chats. You're not going to see everybody else's chat. This is not a group chat event. You're only going to see the chats from primarily me, and then Alex and Graham posted a few things earlier. So pretty much just going to be me. Well, Omar, you're only asking about 4 of them. They're 13 or 14. Why not ask about all of them? But yeah, we get the Emerald Club, and then you have every trader we have. Kathy, so if you get the alerts program by getting the 2-year or the lifetime, then you only get those alerts by Telegram. There's a new dedicated Telegram channel for the alerts starting tomorrow. So if you buy one of the memberships that comes with the alerts, you'll have 2 different products inside the members area. You'll have the scanner and you'll have the alerts. The Telegram channel that's under the scanner member area is the general one that will not have alerts in it anymore. That is where he's been giving out the free ones, but no longer. And then under the alerts members area, you'll have the dedicated channel now for the free ride alerts. If you just get the 30 days, you only get the scanner. There won't be any alerts. Any other questions that I have not answered? What is the average option investment per trade? It varies, but like all within a relatively small range. So I can tell you in a minute, but they're like the vast majority of them are under $100 per contract. They tend to be pretty low. Let me get back to that screen here. I don't remember if they gave an actual number that was like the true average or if they just gave like an idea. But just to run through the last like 10. And keep in mind, these are options. So each option is, under $1, but you have to buy 100 of them at a time. So when I talk about a contract, it's for 100 of them. So 35, and that's what you need to buy to get in. So the very last trade they took, you can get in for 35. The one before that, 19, 32, $91, 21, 72, 36. Then there was a very expensive one that was $465. To get into, then 45, 158, 157, 111, 30, 29, 54, 41, 15. So it varies, but it's anywhere from $10 to $150 for like 90% of them. All right, I'll give you folks another minute or two to ask any last minute questions. You're welcome to everybody saying thank you. Appreciate you all being here and sticking with us till the end, giving this a consideration, whether you got in or not. We only want you to get in if it's right for you. So if you didn't, that's quite all right. We appreciate you being here and considering it and just giving us your time, because we know you could spend this time any other way you wanted to, but you're here with us. So we do appreciate it, whether you actually join or not. I will say though, Unless this is for some reason just completely not what you're looking for, in which case I'm not sure why you're still here. But if this is just not what you're looking for, fine. If this might be what you're looking for, there's no reason not to take the free 30 days, because it's truly free. There's really no catch. You will have the opportunity to upgrade on the second page, but like if you don't, you don't. Take the 30 days, come to the training tomorrow. It's all completely free for a month. So there's really, unless you're like, nope, I don't want to trade options. Nope, I don't want to get alerts. I don't want to scan. Or you were looking for something just completely different. I don't know, you want to buy bonds or whatever. Unless you're looking for something just completely different, there's no reason not to take the 30-day free trial. It is really free. There is no catch to that. DK, no, the average investment's not 5,000. I actually just was talking about that. It's the average is under $100. I don't know what the true like numeric average is, but like 90% of them are under $150. I'd say probably 75% of them are under 100. Some of them are as low as 15 or 20 or $30. There's very little minimum investment. Once in a while, there's one that's a few $100, but it's one like it's every like 15 or 20 trades. It's more than that. So what's the win rate? Percentage win rate is 86%, and that's on 87 trades. Just a coincidence that it's 86% on 87. Those numbers are so close, but we happen to have taken 87 trades. Those are live trades. That's not back testing. Live trades, 87 trades, 86.2% win rate. Average return, winners and losers combined, was 27% and change. No, we don't really deal with bonds that I know of. As far as I know, we don't have a program that deals with bonds, and we don't really offer training on that, as far as I know. What is the recommended risk? We can't tell you that, because that gets into a very personal financial decision that, we're not financial advisors, so we can't get into the realm of telling you how much to risk on a trade. There are a million factors that go into that. Now, we do occasionally hold classes on kind of how, different ideas on how you can manage your portfolio. We do that sometimes, but it's never going to be like, you should put $3,000 on this trade. It's never going to be that. It's going to be, these are kind of the percentages that we generally recommend if you're going to be conservative or balanced or aggressive. If you're going for income, it might look like this. If you're going for growth, it might look like that. If you have $1,000 account, then you probably shouldn't be risking more than this. If you've got $1 million account, you probably shouldn't be risking more than that. But we're never going to tell somebody specifically how much to put on a particular trade. That would be irresponsible of us. So, and honestly, irresponsible of anybody, unless they're a personal financial advisor of yours that knows your exact situation and your goals. Let's see. Jose, 87 trades on how long? I mean, how far back do they go? I assume is what you mean by that. Let me see. Late July is how far back the live trades go. And then they were testing it back to June before that, but they weren't putting them out. So like, we don't count them because we weren't giving them to people and making them public. Okay, so DK, you said the spreadsheet showed an average 5K return. So what that's showing you is that if you put $5,000 on every trade, so notice it shows you the gain percentage. The percentage is true no matter how much you put on the trade. So something, returned a 35% profit, that's true no matter how much you put on it. It lost 80%, that's true no matter how much you put on it. The 5K return column is just an example to say, if you put $5,000 on every one of these trades, here's how much you would have won or lost on those trades. And this is how much you would have won or lost over the whole course of the portfolio, and like what your average return was. So you'll notice I said like the average return with winners and losers combined was 27%. That's why the average return on a 5K investment is like $1,400, because that's 27% of, 5,000. I'm rounding, but and the net profit on the whole portfolio was 119,000 based on putting 5K on every trade. So if you put 5K on every trade, you'd have 119,000 in your account. That doesn't mean that's the minimum investment. You can see in that same chart, you can see that the entry was 35 cents per option. So that's $35 per contract would be your minimum investment. 19 cents per option would be $19 minimum investment, etc. Do I have any idea how many people still trade your Apex system? I bought it and never used it. I mean, Apex would be grams. Not, I don't think Alex has something named Apex. And we just put out a brand new upgrade tool to Apex. So there are a ton of people using Apex. But if it's something you wanted to like trade in or something like that, because you're just not using it, you can call the number on the screen, depending upon when you bought it. You know, you might be able to get some credit toward another program or something. What can you stand to lose on average, Chris? So it depends on how much you risk. So these are regular purchases of puts and calls, which means however much you spend, that's the max you can lose. So what we call risk defined, meaning like you're not, you know, selling something and then it could go, you know, it could go crazy and you're going to owe a ton of money. Basically, what you put into it is what you can lose. The worst that can happen is it's worth nothing, and what you spent on it, you get nothing back. So the idea is to buy something at a lower price, you know, buy something at a price and then exit it for a higher price. So what you stand to lose is what you invest in it. And so it depends on how many contracts you buy. If you buy one contract, then you're looking at somewhere between $15 and $150 for the vast majority of the trades. There are occasionally a few that are a few $100 to get into, and you could just choose not to get into those if you don't want to risk that much. So, but we don't take 100% loss on many of them. So most of them we're not taking 100% loss. You should go into it assuming you're going to take 100% loss. Now, this is more trading strategy than anything else, but your potential risk is that when you get into one of these trades, that it could become worthless before you get out of it. If it moves faster than you move to get out of it. However, the vast majority of the ones that we do take a loss on, we only take a partial loss. We average something like 80% loss on them. So, and some of them we're only taking a 40% loss, but some of them we're taking 100% loss. So never risk more than you're willing to lose on it, but just know that you're probably not going to lose 100% on every one of them. Zoom, the 995 deal is definitely good through tomorrow morning, but I don't know at what point, I don't know what time or what day that deal is going to go away. I know, like if you need to call your rep tomorrow morning and speak to them, you have that ability to do that. I just don't know exactly when the deal's changing. Katura, you said the scanner's already in your Telegram. So if you're talking about prior to today, you were already getting them prior to today, then you're going to lose that because as of today or tomorrow being the first trading day, he's no longer giving the alerts out in the free Telegram. You have to buy a membership to the alerts to get the alerts starting tomorrow. The only thing you're getting for free is the scanner, which is definitely not in Telegram. The scanner is a tool. You have to log into the members area and click on it to open the scanner. It opens in your browser, not in Telegram. So the only thing that you could have had prior to today would be his Telegram channel that will no longer be giving out the alerts. You have to sign up for the alerts in order to get them starting tomorrow. You can get the scanner for free, but again, it's not a Telegram thing. Hopefully that clarifies it. Okay. Any other questions that I have not answered? All right, folks. I'm calling it. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up for the stream there. It did crash there very briefly. What the heck?
Mind was 27%.
Pausing that just so you guys can see the prices there. That wraps it up for the free ride scanner. So I know we had a bunch of people in here. Hopefully you guys joined or at least took the free trial. I'll be back on for the evening edge very soon. Does anybody have any last minute questions before I get started on that? But don't go anywhere, folks. Don't go anywhere. Because we are literally going to be right back with the evening edge. Doesn't seem like there's any questions. So with that, I will play the outro video and see you guys in an hour and 5 minutes.
That's how the strategy works every single trade, right?
When you sell something, what happens? You bring money in, right?
Stay smart, stay ready, stay profitable.